on summers and wave runners. Chains on my niggas like slave runners. Drug dealers anonymous. How many Madonnas can that Mazda fit? My brick talk is more than obvious, it's ominous. Garage is the phantom, ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Blonde mohawk, the collection, I'm Dennis Rodman. The money count is the only moment of silence, cause hush money balances all this drugs and violence. Hat trick under my mattress. Date I stop steal has an asterisk after it. After all, I can make a call, I can baptize a brick as I wash away my sins like a Catholic. Who the fucking mastered this? America's nightmares in Flint. Children of a lesser God when your melanin's got a tint. And I can't even mention what I sent or what I spent, cause my name in 18-wheelers is evidence. I put my booze in them cruise collections. Like's a bitch, A to Z on her shoe collection. Take your pick, paid in full like 86 G's on my body. The new Gucci has less monogram, God's got it. Let he without sin cast the first stone. So I built that all glass quad level first home. Shatter all of your misconceptions, hold all of the missing weapons. You thought I would miss my blessing, the ultimate misdirection.
Your husband was a drug dealer. For 14 years, he sold crack cocaine.
Federico Fellini in the flesh. Sergio Cicchini inside his mesh. Bitch, I've been bracking since the 80s. Google me, baby, you crazy. 89 in London, pulling bins up. Type it in, Google's your friend, bruh. 14-year drug dealer and still counting. Who deserves the medal of freedom is my accountant. He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. IRS shoulda had the townhouses surrounded. Thanks to the lawyers, I marbled the foyer, I tore the floor up, yeah, that's for the koi fish. We been dining on oysters. I walked through the garage, it's like multiple choices. I told him pull a Royce up, I'm getting ghosts. I'm hearing noises, I think it's the boys, but I've been banging the Deutsch. We got storefronts, we got employee stuff. We've been opening studios and 40/40s up. The paper trail is gorgeous. Cases we bury some before a reasonable doubt drop. The jury hung. Bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. My tenure took me through Virginia. Ask Teddy Riley about me. Ask the federales about me. Tryna build a cell around me. Snatch my nigga Emery up. Try to get him to tell about me. He told 12, give me 12. He told him to go to hell about me. Drug dealers anonymous. Y'all think Uber's the future? Our cars been autonomous. Mules move the drums, take them to different spots. We just call the shots by simply moving our thumbs. I'm a course of miracles with this shit. Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. I always knew I was a prophet, but I couldn't find a decent job. Life made me ambidextrous, counting with my right, whipping white with my left wrist. Damn, Daniel, FBI keep bringing them all white vans through.
Talk So double tap that screen, double tap that screen. Let's go. We in the building tonight, gang. We gotta go around 3. We gotta go around 3 on them. I need everybody in the building to double tap that screen. Oh man, we about to go up. Hey, Norm Tone Bot. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, Norm Tone Bot, RatchetTV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. So boom. Man. We got to talk Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Tonight, we got to talk about, we got to get back into this this Trump situation. We got to get back into Kamala. We got to get back into the whole what's going on in this situation. We got to chop it up about this, gang. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We got to chop it up about everything that's been going on in this situation, because there's more to come. This is not the end of things. Just because whatever, this is not the end. You know what I'm saying? There's still a long way to go before, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Y'all got to stay woke, stay focused on the mission at hand. Understand the mission is not finished yet. There's still so much more to go. Do y'all feel like it's over? Do y'all feel like this is just it? Do y'all feel like there's nothing more to talk about? Do y'all feel like it's over for the race? Let me know if y'all think that this is just done, because I'm going to be real. She was a little too accepting. That's how I know somebody still got some tricks up their sleeve. Salute T-Bone for that membership. Salute April A for that 25 piece. She says, let's go. In the bushes, tuning in from work. Love and miss y'all. Well, we love and miss you too. Salute. You've been a member for 24 months. Drop the flowers. And T-Bone been a member for 26 months. So drop the flowers for T-Bone and drop the flowers for April A. Salute to both of y'all. And there's somebody else that got a membership, and my bad if I missed you. I ain't dish you, I promise. But we got to get into this situation. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Let's get these likes up. We got too much to talk about tonight. Again, it's going to be another long night. We've been over here going up for the past 2 nights. We did round 1, round 2. This is round 3 of the situation between Kamala and Mr. President Trump. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. And everything I say is alleged. And it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. So what are y'all thinking about Miss Kamala after everything that we have watched and witnessed? I don't know. We got to chop it up about her. We got to chop it up about Mr. President Trump. There is, I don't even know if y'all seen this today. Hold on. So we're going to get into this in just a minute. I don't even know if y'all seen this. But Mr. Trump, he made a statement today, and we're about to get into this. Joe Biden also spoke today. I don't know if y'all I've been keeping up with everything going on in this. So Joe Biden has came out and spoke today. Also, Trump has a few messages we're going to get into tonight. We did go over the Kamala speech yesterday. We've been trying to keep up with all this. Hold on one second, y'all. How the heck are we not at 200 likes right now? I need 30 people to double tap that screen. 30 people to just double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Hold on, I'm going to ask y'all something in the chat. I want to ask y'all something. Do you think this race is over? Just say yes, Trump won. it's done, or no, Kamala can still win. What do y'all think? Are y'all thinking it's over? Are y'all thinking it's over? I just dropped a poll in the chat. Go vote on that poll for me. Do y'all think this is over? We need 30 people to double tap their screen. I don't know why y'all act like y'all can't double tap your screen and get the likes up on the video. Come on, man. I don't know what it is, but it's loose. Double tap their screen. We need 15 of y'all. Double tap their screen. Come on, y'all. 15 people double tap their screen. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a long night of content. I got a whole bunch of videos for y'all over here. We have got to chop it up. Let's get these likes up. All right, I ain't starting nothing until that likes go up to 200. I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't starting nothing. We ain't getting into nothing. They saying it's over. They saying it's over. You know, I'm asking that for a reason. I'm asking that because allegedly, you know, let's just put it like this. They really, really do not want Trump in office. Like, you do realize that, right? Like, they do not want him in office. I'm just telling y'all straight up. Trump has came out to said he's moving all of the corruption. This video I'm about to play for y'all, Trump saying he's coming for all the corrupt government officials. Didn't I just say this over here? I just got chills for some reason. But I think Trump watches my channel. I'm gonna be real. Y'all, man, Ratchet, you reaching. I think Trump be watching my channel, man. I'm gonna be real. Trump watching my channel. I'm gonna meet Trump one day, man. I'm gonna meet Big Trump one day, man. It's coming. It's coming real soon. Salute Tasha McNair for gifting that membership. Salute to you for gifting Hassan Tahir show that membership. Salute, salute, salute. So let's just put it like this. Hey, let's get these likes up. Come on, double tap that screen if you're just coming in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, so look, y'all. Trump has said he's moving all the he said immediately, meaning as of right now, people are being moved from Washington. He doesn't want. I'm not saying the capital is not going to be Washington no more, but let's just put it like this. As far as his presidency for the next 4 years, he ain't fucking with Washington until he gets everybody out of Washington. He's moving everybody from Washington to other states. He said he's moving shit around. He said these people are trying to get him up out of here. He said these people are corrupt and he's finna find out who everybody is and he's going to immediately remove everybody out of Washington and he's going to start transferring them to other spots. And he's moving everything around. Y'all don't have to believe my word. I'm just telling y'all what came out of his mouth. He said he is done with this. He's exposing all the corrupt officials. I also heard through the webs. I'm just going to say I heard from some parts of the web that Trump has also said he is going to expose the Diddy list and he is going to expose the Epstein list. He is going to remove everybody from all the corruption. He's opening up all the books and he's going to expose everybody. He's also exposing the fact that Kamala, the reason why she really lost. Do y'all really know why she lost? Allegedly. I want to tell y'all exactly why she lost. And it has nothing to do with her being a woman. Nothing. There's no sexism here. No one is tripping on her being a woman. I'm going to tell y'all that straight up. I don't believe that's the reason. And I'm going to tell y'all what the real reason she lost is. And she been lost, everybody. But I'm going to expose the real reason. I don't even know if y'all know why she really lost. But I'm going to tell y'all tonight. Can anybody guess in the chat, what is the real reason Kamala lost? So he is breaking up a little. Y'all can. Here we go. Real reason she lost is, and she been lost, everybody, but I'm going to expose the real reason. You hear that, right? Stop trolling. Stop trolling or we're going to kick y'all up out of here. I ain't breaking up. My audio is clear. You can hear me loud and clear. Stop with the trolling, y'all. My mods, be on 10. Be on 10 tonight. I ain't got time for that trolling. Not tonight, man. It's too important. You were a little, I'm going to leave it up like this. Stop with the trolling, y'all. My mods, be on 10. You hear that, right? Be on 10 tonight. I ain't got time for that trolling. Y'all hear that, right? Y'all can hear that, right? Not tonight, man. It's too important. Y'all hear that, right? You were a little, I'm just keep, you hear that, right? Stop with the trolling, y'all. My mods, be on 10. Leave me alone tonight, y'all. Come on now. See, and I'm going to tell y'all I'm going to expose everybody who's doing this right now. I don't give a fuck who it is talking shit. I'm going to tell y'all why it's breaking up because of what I'm going to expose tonight. If it's breaking up for you, there's something evil within you, because the reason why she lost is because she denied Jesus. That's the reason why. She don't rock with God. That's why she lost. So if anybody's stuff is breaking up right now, it's probably because, hey, I'm just saying, I was literally about to expose the fact that Kamala doesn't believe in anything that is good, and she is on the dark side. That is why she lost. All is getting exposed in 2024. All will be exposed in 2024. Do y'all not understand that? Everything will be exposed. Let's keep that a big buck. Let's keep that a big buck. So tonight we are going to expose all the evils within. Yeah, no distractions. Yeah, these people are satanic. And I'm standing on 10. I'm telling y'all straight up, I'm standing on 10 with this. And that's the real reason why she lost. They were at her rally saying Jesus is king. I don't want to misquote that. I do believe, and someone in the chat could correct me if I'm wrong, but she was on stage. They were shouting out Jesus is king. Something to the lines of, along the lines of that. And she was like, y'all are at the wrong rally. Y'all got to get the hell up out of here. And she also, there is no Merry Christmas. How dare you? She don't rock with, I'm telling you, man, she don't believe in Jesus or God. That's facts. That's facts. Allegedly. I'm just going to say allegedly just now, but I'm saying. We're gonna expose all that tonight, though. So we're going to get into Mr. Trump's message. Has anybody heard the message that he put out today? Drop the gems if you've already heard his message. Drop the eyeballs if you don't know what he's about to say. We about to get into this right now. So drop the gems if you have already heard what Trump has to say today. And I want you to drop the eyeballs if you're not caught up yet. But we're going to get you caught up either way. Get the likes up as well. Can we get these likes to 300? Can we double tap that screen and get these likes up to 300? Because we about to go in tonight. We got a lot to talk about, man. I told you round 3, I'm coming and I'm not going to stop exposing until all is exposed, and we going up and we going in. So double tap that screen and get these likes up. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wake up, y'all. It's time to wake up. All right. So let's get into this.
Here's my plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all. And corruption it is.
Uh-oh. Let's replay that. What did I just tell y'all was going to happen? I told y'all all is going to get exposed. See, y'all think this man is against you. Everybody's thinking this man is evil. No, fam, he's going to make America great again. I promise you that. He's about to take on everybody. I'm standing with him. I don't care who rocks with me or doesn't rock with me in this situation. And he's standing with he's going against all the evils. He's going to expose all the evils within. He is about to make everybody's eyes open in the next 4 years. Mark my words. If you with me, double tap that screen. If you with me for Make America Great Again, drop those American flags in the chat. Let's get it. Let's go up. Oh, salute to Crazy Legs for that 20 piece. I appreciate you, Crazy Legs. And you gifted 5 memberships. Salute to you. Drop them flowers for Crazy Legs. Salute, salute, salute. Let's go.
Here's my plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all, and corruption it is. First, I will immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats, and I will wield that power very aggressively. Second, we will clean out all of the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus.
Hold on. What they're going to clean out what? Did y'all just hear what he said? What does he mean by he's going to clean it up? What is he talking about? Can anybody tell me what is Trump talking about when he's saying he's going to clean it up? We need 20 people to double tap that screen and get these likes up to 300. Can y'all tell me in the chat, what do you believe Trump is about to do? Before we continue, what is President Trump about to do next? Corrupt actors. He said it was corrupt actors. What is he about to do? What is he about to do? I can never go against women's rights. Motherfuckers need to stay. Motherfuckers need to mind. Who's going against women's rights? Who's going against women's rights? Sorry, I'm late. Salute. Get the likes up, gang. Salute to Carla Romero for that 20-piece. Salute, salute, salute. Because all the women, he ain't giving. You're not losing any rights. Not with Mr. Trump. You're not losing any. Can anyone tell me what are you losing? What are you losing? If you're me, I'm not talking about you, Ash. But there's a lot of women going around allegedly saying we're losing our rights as women. We're losing. What are you losing? Can any woman in this chat tell me what have you lost? When Trump makes it until they say you're losing nothing. That's what I'm saying. You ain't losing. Can one woman in here tell me what have you lost? One woman in here just tell me what have you lost? Anybody? Salute to John Floyd. Damn, hold on. For that 10-piece, I appreciate you. Salute, salute. It says MLK, JFK, RFK Sr., and Malcolm X all spoke out against the government and were unalived in a matter of 5 years. Sounds familiar. Trump talks about the same things, and that's why they hate him. Exactly. Thank you, John Floyd. Thank you. Salute to John. We ain't losing no women's rights because just passed abortion law in my state. Thank you. Thank you. They said they're losing their minds. Let's continue, man. Let's go back from the beginning and let's continue. Don't get lost, man. This man ain't against you. He's not against you. Trust me and believe me. In 4 years, you're going to change your tune and come back and apologize to me and Mr. Trump.
Here's my plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all. And corruption it is. First, I will immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats, and I will wield that power very aggressively. Second, we will clean out all of the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus, and there are plenty of them. The departments and agencies that have been weaponized will be completely overhauled so that faceless bureaucrats will never again be able to target and persecute conservatives, Christians, or the left's political enemies, which they're doing now at a level that nobody can believe even possible. Third, we will totally reform FISA courts, which are so corrupt that the judges seemingly do not care when they are lied to in warrant applications. So many judges have seen so many applications that they know were wrong, or at least they must have known.
I'm going to stop right there. Do you not understand who... We went over this last night with the swipe of my pen. Who am I talking about? With the swipe of my pen. She ain't a judge, but understand prosecutors, judges. A lot of people are mad because everybody got to do their motherfucking job now. Now motherfuckers mad because he gonna make you do your job now. Oh, that's why you mad? You want to be lazy. You don't want to work. You want life handed to you. That's not, you gotta get up and grind. You want some money? You want to be a millionaire? You can't be a millionaire sitting on your ass unless you sitting on your ass doing some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you just sitting down being lazy, you're never going to become a millionaire. He finna wake up and open your minds. I'm telling y'all straight up, man. Y'all don't understand what's going on here. Now the judges, how many times do judges get lied to? Police get lied to. Prosecutors start lying. They just start going with bullshit. They need to be held accountable. And they need to start getting locked up. When something comes across your desk and you know it's bullshit, man, I'm dismissing that bullshit. Nah. Y'all start taking on stuff, making people pay money, making people get lawyers, making people go through processes and fucking up their life. And then those allegations never go away. So even if you do beat the charge, you still been arrested for it. So that shit stays on your shit. No matter what, you're always going to be looked at like that because they railroaded you into the system. And if you want that to get fixed, you got to... It's all a game, bro. It's all a fucking game. Y'all got to wake the fuck up.
They do nothing about it. They're lied to. Fourth, so many judges have seen so many applications that they know were wrong, or at least they must have known. They do nothing about it. They're lied to. Fourth, to expose the hoaxes and abuses of power that have been tearing our country apart, we will establish a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to declassify and publish all documents on deep state spying, censorship, and corruption. And there are plenty of them. Fifth, we will launch a major crackdown on government leakers who collude with the fake news to deliberately weave false narratives and to subvert our government and our democracy. When possible, we will press criminal charges.
What I tell y'all, now people got to stand on 10 and do their jobs, and now they gonna be judges, gonna be facing charges, prosecutors, police. See, y'all keep thinking that Trump was just gonna be like, oh, police get immunity. Now we're all screwed. No. Everybody got to stand on 10. You, them, everybody has to be accountable for their actions now. Make America great again. Let's go, Trump.
Sixth, we will make every Inspector General's office independent and physically separated from the departments they oversee, so they do not become the protectors of the deep state. Seventh, I will ask Congress to establish an independent auditing system to continually monitor our intelligence agencies to ensure they are not spying on our citizens or running disinformation campaigns against the American people.
Do y'all not know the red dots on all y'all devices? Y'all all being recorded all the time. Now he's telling y'all, I'm telling you straight up, allegedly, a lot of people being recorded. There's a lot of devices that they're spying on you. He's telling them that you can't do that no more, bro. You can't just spy on these people. It's illegal. You can't do that. I don't get what some people are thinking about him. Salute. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Farm Tech Flowers, for that 5-piece. Salute. Thank you also, Eric, bro, for that 5-piece. About to eat 5 guys, or should I say 5 men? Huh? Salute to you, Eric. I don't know what that meant, but salute. Salute Crazy Legs for that 10-piece. It says, we got to unlearn first, then relearn. Exactly. Thank you for the 10-piece, Crazy Legs. Let's go, gang. We waking up tonight. Let's go. Now listen to what Trump is telling you.
Monitor sectors of the deep state. Seventh, I will ask Congress to establish an independent auditing system to continually monitor our intelligence agencies to ensure they are not spying on our citizens or running disinformation campaigns against the American people, or that they are not spying on someone's campaign like they spy parts of the sprawling launched by the Trump administration to move parts of the sprawling federal bureaucracy to new locations outside the Washington swamp. Just as I moved the Bureau of Land Management to Colorado, as many as 100,000 government positions could be moved out, and I mean immediately, of Washington to places filled with patriots who love America, and they really do love America.
So now he's moving Washington. He said the Washington swamp. He's cleaning out Washington. And we all know Washington don't care. Allegedly. This is my opinion. I believe that they don't do anything. Whenever we were covering cases over here, they'd be like, go to Washington. Salute Brock for that 5-piece on Cash App. Thank you. Go to Washington. Like, what the fuck you don't call Washington for? They don't give a fuck about anything. Like, who the fuck would call them and get them involved? They don't come to anyone's rescue. Salute. It says Trump is for us, the American people, Cook King, MAGA. Salute Carla Romero for that 10-piece. Thank you. Salute.
Thank you very much.
Trump, make America great again 2024. How do y'all feel about what he just said there? Can anybody tell me, how do you feel about the statements that Trump just made? Do you guys are saying they said term limits. So you guys were criticizing, and the first thing he comes out and does immediately, he didn't even wait. He starts telling you immediately the game plan, and it don't got nothing to do with what none of y'all were saying. It has nothing to do with what nobody was worried about. Everybody, we're losing it. He ain't talking about none of the stuff y'all talking about. Salute to Trina for that 10-piece. I appreciate you, Trina, living my best life. Salute for that 10-piece. Salute. Y'all going up tonight. We already at 115. Let's get it to 2 honey buns. Let's go. All right, so what do y'all think about that? Trump has spoken. He done let y'all know exactly what this is, and he telling y'all, look, man, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I have no idea what y'all talking about, but yo, this ain't that and that ain't this. Biden also spoke. Has anyone heard Biden's speech today? Biden also came out to speak today. Can we get the likes up to 400? Can y'all double tap that screen and get the like? We need 50 people to hit that, hit the like button. Double tap the screen to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Has anyone heard? If you have heard what Biden has to say, drop the gems. If you have not, drop the eyeballs. Let me know in the chat. I also did a poll and said, do you think the race is over? 89% of the room says yes, Trump won. It's done. 11% of the room say no, Kamala can still win. Okay, well, we're gonna find out tonight. We're gonna expose everything, and we're gonna cover it all from top to bottom. So some people say they have not heard what Biden had to say. Let me see. Vote in the chat. I mean, not vote. Let me know in the chat. Drop the gems if you have heard Biden. Drop the eyeballs if you have not. Let me know in the chat because we about to go over this next. So I heard part of it. All right. Salute. Okay, looks like a lot of people have not heard it. A lot of people have not heard this. So we're about to get into what Biden had to say. I need 20 people to double tap that screen and get the likes up. Let's get into what Biden has to say now. We're going to get back to Trump in just 1 second. We're going to get to Biden real quick.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Good to see this cabinet and staff together here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here.
Salute to Veronica Knight at 10-piece. Says excited, been waiting for this moment. Been waiting on this moment. All will be revealed. Salute for that 10-piece. Thank you.
Hi, Finn. How are you, honey? For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world.
Wait, what the
How
hell
are
did
you,
you
honey?
say?
For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. And that's not hyperbole, that's a fact. We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character.
Her character? Her character? That's what you got to, her character? What the hell? What the hell is so good about her character? We'll continue.
Backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character.
Backbone like
she
a
gave her
ramrod.
whole heart and effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran. You know, the struggle for the soul of America, since our very founding, has always been an ongoing debate and still vital today. I know for some people, it's a time for victory, to state the obvious. For others, it's a time of loss. Campaigns are contests of competing visions. The country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made. I've said many times, you can't love your country only when you win.
You can't love your country only when you win. Open your eyes, Sleepy. Open your eyes.
You can't love your neighbor only when you agree. Something I hope we can do, no matter who you voted for, is see each other not as adversaries, but as fellow Americans. Bring down the temperature. I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system.
How is he so woke all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, is this AI Joe? G.I., what did it say? G.I. Joe? Because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know, is that G.I. Joe? What's going on here, y'all? How the hell? This don't seem like the same person to me.
It is honest, it is fair, and it is transparent. And it can be trusted, win or lose. I also hope we can restore the respect for all our election workers who busted their necks and took risks at the outset. We should thank them. Thank them for staffing voting sites, counting the votes, protecting the very integrity of the election. Many of them are volunteers who do it simply out of love for their country.
Do y'all think this is the real deal? If you think that this is possibly like some, I seen somebody say that's a robot under their skin. Somebody said that's AI. Somebody said he talking better than he's ever talked before. Does anybody believe that there's a possibility that ain't even what we think it is? Drop the gems if you think that's really him. Drop the caps if you think something is going on and they hiding some shit right in our face. Drop the gems if you think, hey, that's him. Stop tripping, Ratchet. You tripping, and gang, y'all tripping. Or drop the drop the caps if you think the hell nah, that dude is full of shit. That ain't him. That is some government shit. Salute Miriam for that 20-piece McNugget. Thank you, Miriam, Psychic Medium. Salute.
And as they did their duty as citizens, I will do my duty as president. I'll fulfill my oath, and I will honor the Constitution. On January 20th, we'll have a peaceful transfer of power here in America.
Peaceful transfer of power. He's saying some key words that just making me like, what the hell is what they got up their sleeve? Y'all hated this man. He cannot run you have to stop him from, you cannot vote for him. And all of a sudden, everybody, hey, it's cool. Don't even worry about it, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody you've been beefing with for a long time just hitting you up like, you know what, man, the beef's over, dog. Hey, we good, baby. Hey, let's be friends. I'm like, nigga, what? The fuck you got going on? You trying to get rid of me? Y'all trying to play me for real close right now. I'm just, because all of a sudden, y'all just don't care no more. Y'all said America was it fucked if this happened. This is what y'all was saying. I'm just going off of y'all word. Y'all didn't say the word fucked, but y'all said we're screwed. If this happens, we're done. That's what they were saying. If Trump gets in there, they said we are through. You can't do this, America. And all of a sudden, y'all say, hey, America, we standing with him. We cool. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. We got this. It's going to be a peaceful transition of power.
To all our incredible staff, supporters, cabinet members, all the people who've been hanging out with me for the last 4 years, God love you, as my mother would say. Thank you so much. You put so much into the past 4 years. I know it's a difficult time. You're hurting. I hear you and I see you. But don't forget all that we accomplished. It's been a historic presidency. Not because I'm president, because what we've done, what you've done.
What did you do?
A presidency for all Americans.
What did he
Much
do?
of the work we've done is already being felt by the American people, but the vast majority of it will not be felt over the next 10 years.
What?
We have legislation we passed that's just only now just really kicking in. We're going to see over $1 trillion worth of infrastructure work done.
What is he? Does anybody know what he's talking about? Does anybody in here know what he's talking about right now? I'm so confused.
Changing people's lives in rural communities and communities that are in real difficulty because it takes time to get it done. And so much more. It's going to take time.
They say rewind it. Yeah, I'm going to rewind it about 30 seconds. Let's look. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Listen to this.
The vast majority of it will not be felt. We felt over a presidency for all Americans. Don't forget all that we accomplished.
Listen to this.
It's been a historic presidency. Not because I'm president, because what we've done, what you've done. A presidency for all Americans. Much of the work we've done is already being felt by the American people, but the vast majority of it will not be felt over the next 10 years. We have legislation we passed that's just only now just really kicking in. We're going to see over $1 trillion worth of infrastructure work done, changing people's lives in rural communities and communities that are in real difficulty because it takes time to get it done.
What the hell is he
talking
talking
about? So much
about?
more. It's going to take time, but it's there.
What is
the road ahead is clear.
It's what road ahead? We didn't even, I'm going to be real. I swear, I am not trolling right now. And tell me in the chat if y'all agree with this. I never knew who Kamala was until maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I'm just being serious. I haven't heard this. I didn't even know what she sounded like. I had no idea who the hell that was. I was like, who the fuck is Kamala Harris running for? I don't fucking know. I knew she was vice president, but I don't know. I didn't know shit about this lady. I never heard her speak. I never seen her do shit. I never seen her around. I didn't know she existed. Like, I mean, I knew she existed, but I dead ass didn't know she was there until about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm just being serious.
I mean, we sustain it. There's so much we can get done and will get done based on the way the legislation was passed. And it's truly historic. You know, we're leaving behind the strongest economy in the world. I know people are still hurting, but things are changing rapidly. Together, we've changed America for the better. Now we have 74 days to finish the term, our term. Let's make every day count. That's the responsibility we have to the American people. Look, folks, you all know it in your lives. Setbacks are unavoidable, but giving up is unforgivable. Setbacks are unavoidable, but giving up is unforgivable. We all get knocked down. But the measure of our character, as my dad would say, is how quickly we get back up. Remember, a defeat does not mean we are defeated. We lost this battle. The America of your dreams is calling for you to get back up. That's the story of America for over 240 years and counting. It's a story for all of us, not just some of us. The American experiment endures. We're going to be okay.
The American experiment, he keeps saying. What the hell is the American spirit? I mean, experiment. The American experiment. I don't know what he keeps talking about, some experiment America's doing. I don't know what
But we need to stay engaged. We need to keep going. And above all, we need to keep the faith. I'm so proud to have worked with all of you. I really mean it. I sincerely mean it. God bless you all. God bless America. And may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What do y'all think about that? Hold on, what the hell was that? What you got going on, Joe? He don't even know which way to go. Somebody said he needs an Oscar. Somebody go grab him, bro. Man. What did y'all think about that? That was his speech today. He came out and he also, Trump had made a speech today. Not a speech, but Trump put out a stern message today. Biden came out with his speech. What are y'all thinking about both of those men today? It said Joe Biden likes to sleep, but here. It said he up to something fishy. They said he is going to take a nap. They said Michael Myers walk. Somebody said he up to something. He got something up his sleeve. I agree with that. I think something just felt like very threatening about that. Something felt like, I don't know, something just didn't feel right about that speech he made. I don't know what the hell he got going on. Y'all up to something. I don't know what it is, but it's loose. I don't know what it is y'all got going on, but it's loose. Let's see. Let's get over here. Which one is this? Let's get to Look, Jesus is Lord. That's what they were saying. Jesus is Lord. My bad. I said Jesus is King. Okay, they were saying Jesus is Lord. Do y'all remember when this happened at the rally that she was doing, and when they were saying Jesus is Lord? And drop the gems if you heard this. Drop the eyeballs if you don't know what I'm talking about. But this is the real reason why she lost, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. They said that was subliminal. They said loose AF. They do have something up their sleeve. Yeah, I think that Trump is, man, we got to protect Trump, man, because I don't know what's going on, but somebody got something going on. I really can't call it, but something is going on. I just don't trust it because everybody was panicking, acting like it was the end of everything. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, you know what? It's cool. Don't worry about it, y'all. Everything is good. We got this. Chill. Everything is fine. Like, wait, what? Yeah, they said Jesus is King. Jesus is Lord.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Just listen to what Kamala Harris had to say last week, because when two college students
were saying this. Listen to what Trump is about to expose.
Religious college students shouting from the background, Jesus is Lord. And Kamala Harris ridiculed them, mocked them, and told them they were, quote, you're at the wrong rally. It's very destructive to religion. She is your worst nightmare.
He said Kamala Harris is your worst nightmare. She is bad for religion, bad for she means nothing good, just evil. Two religious college students, Diamond, stop. Two college students were just saying Jesus is Lord, Jesus is King, and she told them she kicked them out that rally and told them they in the wrong spot.
In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus.
This is the only one. Who else talks about him? But y'all want to criticize him and ridicule him. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. Well, how can y'all be against that?
Very destructive to religion. She is your worst nightmare. In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus. I say these words to you tonight. I am with you.
I am with you, he says.
I will fight for you.
I will fight for you, he says.
And I will win for you.
I will win for you, he says. Let's go. What do y'all think about that? Like I said, that's one of the real reasons why she didn't get up in there. You can't deny God. You just can't. And think you're going to win. You just can't do it. Like I said, man, I put my platform on the line to speak about that. Double tap that screen if you agree with that message. Double tap that screen to get the likes up if you agree with that message. Let me know in the chat. Are y'all rocking with that? What y'all think about Trump with that? See, y'all, like I said, it's a bunch of criticizing and ridicule, but I'm not seeing it.
All right, guys, it's time to go to bed. None of us are stressed about the election, right? We all are gonna just go have the best night's sleep of our lives, aren't we?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's some sad shit going on right now, y'all. It's some sad shit. It's a bunch of sad people right now. I can't play the music, but you see what it is. My boyfriend is in the living room watching the results while I'm crying in the bathroom. Look, I'm talking about, and it's nothing. Act like it's the end of the world right now.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
It's not going to happen.
Go, Kamala.
What the hell is going on? I'm talking about people losing their minds over this shit.
Guys, we literally don't even have to panic. We literally don't have to freak out right now. We don't even have to we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because, bitch, recount the vote!
Guys, I just voted, and I chose family.
Let's end this reign of terror now.
I chose family, I chose women, I chose America. I love you.
We're moving on. I'm moving on. We're moving on.
I love all of this. Let's do it. Let's do this.
What the? Man, I'm talking about, dog. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. I'm talking about where... Thank you, Trump. That's all I can say is thank you, bro. This is what we was going through for the next 4 years.
It's an utter betrayal for anybody that is not a cisgendered white Christian. If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't want to hear about how shitty your life gets under his policies. Live with that decision. Sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable. Fuck you.
What the hell is going on in America right now, y'all? What is going on, y'all? This is getting out of hand.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted.
Let's expose this.
Not what we fought for. Not what we voted for.
This is not the outcome we wanted or we worked so hard for.
Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country.
Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background.
Do y'all notice before I continue playing this, can y'all notice something eerie? Not just the fact that they're copying the same script. Can anybody tell me what the eerie part is about both of these women on the screen? There's something very eerie about this, and I don't know if anyone else sees it but me, and why I'm seeing it like this. Can I get 20 people to double tap that screen to get the likes to 500? Come on, y'all. 20 people double tap that screen. Do y'all understand? They said devil's not. It's something particular I'm looking at on the screen. Someone said no flags. She got flags behind her. But can y'all see it? Soulless eyes. Now y'all are missing it. It's something right there in your face. Both wearing black, but okay, Jane, but what color is the other one wearing with the black? And what does that mean? They look demonic. Do y'all see it now? Now that someone just pointed it out, do you see it now? Their necks. Well, you ain't gonna lie, the necks too. I didn't notice that, but the ears, they said the neck. Come on, y'all. Come on, purple. There you go. Boom. What does that mean, though? What does the purple stand for? Now, let's get back to this. I want to play this over again. Now, think about what I'm telling y'all, how they're running a play right now. It's something going on that everybody knows that we don't. But there's someone say it in the chat. It starts with an S, ends with an E, and it rhymes with Rakra rice. I'm just going to say, someone said royalty. Nah. That's a Rakra ripple color. I can't say the words that I want to say, but y'all got to wake up in the chat. Let's go.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for.
This is not the outcome we wanted or we worked so hard for.
Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country.
Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background.
We've spent a year and a half bringing together millions of people from every corner of our country to say with one voice that we believe that the American dream is big enough for everyone.
To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay.
To the young people in particular, I hope you will hear this.
On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win.
What does she mean by that? What is going on? What does she do? I'm telling y'all, there's something going on here. Salute to Choke. He says, we did it, Trump in office. We just need to bring the rest of America together. Are y'all paying attention to this shit? Listen to this.
We win.
Hear this.
On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win.
This loss hurts, but please never stop believing that fighting for what's right is worth it.
What do y'all think about that? I'm just saying. I told you I'm expose everything. This is my job. I got to expose all this.
3 years.
I got to expose all of this shit. We got another message from Trump. I told you he had a couple messages today. Mr. Trump ain't done. That's cool.
3 years from now, the United States will celebrate the biggest and most important milestone in our country's history. 250 years of American independence. What a great country. And we have to keep it that way. But that's why, as a nation, we should be preparing for a most spectacular birthday party We want to make it the best of all time. Here is my plan to give America's founding in 1776 the incredible anniversary it truly deserves.
Salute Rago for that two-piece.
On day one, I will convene a White House task force called Salute to America 250. It will be responsible for coordinating with state and local governments to ensure not just one day of celebration, but an entire year of festivities across the nation, starting on Memorial Day 2025 and continuing through July 4th, 2026. Second, I will work with all 50 governors, Republican and Democrat alike, to create the Great American State Fair, a unique one-year exhibition featuring pavilions from all 50 states. It'll be something. The Great American State Fair will showcase the glory of every state in the Union, promote pride in our history, and put forth innovative visions for America's future. My hope is that the amazing people of Iowa will work with my administration to open up the legendary Iowa State Fairgrounds to host the Great American State Fair and welcome millions and millions of visitors from around the world to the heartland of America for this special one-time festival. Together we will build it and they will come. Third, alongside the Great American State Fair, we will host major sporting contests for high school athletes. These are great athletes, wonderful athletes from fantastic high schools all around the country. These Patriot Games will allow young Americans from every state to show off the best of American skills, sportsmanship, and competitive spirit. Fourth, I will sign an executive order to bring back our National Garden of American Heroes, which we want to build very badly, commission artists for the first 100 statues to populate this new statuary park honoring the greatest Americans of all time. Fifth, as president, I will invite the leaders and citizens of nations around the world to visit the United States in honor of our 250th anniversary. It's going to be great. America's tourist industry should get ready because we're going to have a lot of people coming. It will be a record year. And finally, and most importantly, I will ask America's great religious communities to pray for our nation and our people as we prepare for this momentous occasion. From the very beginning, America has been a country sustained and strengthened by prayer and by our communities of faith. As we chart a course toward the next 250 years, let us come together and rededicate ourselves as one nation under God. Thank you.
Salute, 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 Mr. Trump. Thank you, Big Baby, for that two-piece. Says, keep cooking, King. You know I got you, Big Baby. Tone bite. What y'all think about that message? We gonna party like it's 2025, they said in the chat. So Trump got something big planned for us, man. I don't care what nobody say. They mad at us for rocking with him over here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Someone actually pulled up on my Discord last night, and I had to check this chick. And I don't mean like in a bad way. I mean, like, I had to educate her. When I say check, I had to educate her. I didn't even yell, scream, cuss, nothing. I talked to her civilized, which I know she didn't expect. She was coming at all of us. Why do y'all represent Trump? He's a acist with an R in front of it. I'm like, what? No, he's not. I'm not even gonna get into that. We can get into it later. I'm gonna get back to the content. I want to make a long story short by saying, I was sitting here telling the chick, look, this ain't what you think it is. I educated her and told her do her research, and I started showing her stuff, and I was like, look, I don't know who they're telling you he is, but this is exactly who he is, and this is why I represent him. I rock with him. And the gang was speaking on why they rocked with him, and it was just she actually left that conversation with an open mind. That's all I'll say. She left that conversation with an open mind, and now I don't think she's so against Trump like she was. But we'll continue. The media is the one portraying him to be, and that's why he's getting rid of everybody. Trump's finna clean everything up. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Double tap that screen. We need 50 people to double tap that screen to like the video.
You stole the 2020 election. You've mocked and ridiculed and put people in prison and broken people's lives because you said this thing was stolen. This entire phony thing is getting swept out. Biden's getting swept out. Kamala Harris is getting swept out. MSNBC is getting swept out. The Justice Department's getting swept out. The FBI is getting swept out. You people suck, okay? And now you're going to pay the price for trying to destroy this country. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to get to the bottom of where are the 600,000 votes. You manufactured them to steal this election from President Trump in 2020. And think where this country would be if we hadn't gone through the last 4 years of your madness, okay? You don't deserve any respect, you don't deserve any empathy, and you don't deserve any pity. And if anybody gives it to you, it's Donald J. Trump, because he's got a big heart and he's a good man. A good man that you're still going to try to put in prison on the 26th of this month. This is how much you people suck, okay?
What y'all think about this? He cooking right now. This man is cooking, and they did try to steal the election, and they did ruin it in 2020. Let's be real, allegedly.
Just try to destroy his business thing, and he came back. He came back in the greatest show of political courage, I think, in world history. Like Cincinnatus coming back from the plow. He's the American Cincinnatus, and what he has done is a profiling courage. We've had his back, but I got to tell you, he may be empathetic. He may have a kind heart. He may be a good man, but we're not, okay? And you deserve, as Natalie Winters says, not retribution, justice. But you deserve what we call rough Roman justice, and we're prepared to give it to you. So,
what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? They've been cooking. I ain't gonna lie, man. They showing up and showing out for Donald Trump. Showing up and showing out for Mr. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. That's good. Let's throw them American flags in the chat, man. Let's throw them American flags in the chat. We need 30 people to double tap that screen. If you rocking with Donald Trump, double tap that screen. If you want to make America great again, double tap that screen. We're going to get into everything. Like I said, we cover it from every angle. Excuse me. We cover this stuff from every angle over here, man. Let's continue, man. Let's continue to cook. Let's continue to cook. We just now going up. We still got a long way to go. I ain't going to lie to y'all. We still got a lot to talk about tonight. Let's continue.
What's the difference between a wet raccoon and Donald J. Trump's hair?
Tell us, Donald J. Tell us.
A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank. Involved, excuse me, my turn. You said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more.
That's how he talks. That wasn't the same voice. It's dead ass serious. That's how he talks. That wasn't the same voice we just heard.
Relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
To what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
And your father was never considered smart. He was never considered a good senator. He was only a good vice president because he understood how to kiss Barack Obama's ass. Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person. Don't be rude. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired.
You called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail. She's shocked that I picked her. No. She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute. I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
His visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? And would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump?
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
Yo, hey, Trump be cooking. I ain't gonna lie, he be cooking people, though. Y'all can't even get mad at the man. He just be cooking. He just be roasting the hell out of people, man. Y'all just mad at him. What y'all think about that, man? I ain't gonna lie, Trump is a funny guy, man. Like he's a damn comedian. We need more people like that, man. Have a sense of humor, man. Quit being so tight all the time.
You
Listen
realize
up.
what this actually...
Oh, that's not the one I want. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that later.
Can I ask you guys what you think of Trump winning last night?
Disgusting.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sad.
Can we ask you what you think of Trump's victory?
Speechless. It's a tragedy for me.
Hey guys, we are in liberal Washington, D.C. today, the day after the election. Trump won in a landslide last night. We're asking all these liberal D.C. residents what they think about Trump's victory. Let's see what they have to say.
Devastated.
Why are you devastated?
Because I think he's not going to be the best leader for this country.
Were you surprised? Did you think Kamala was going to win?
No, I wasn't surprised, no. I'm devastated but unsurprised.
What's your message to all the Trump supporters that voted for him?
You're going to get what you deserve, honestly.
Can't stand Trump. The man has no manners, no decorum. Yeah, very, very sad.
Did you think Kamala was going to win? Were you confident going into it?
Not completely, but hopeful, very hopeful.
What do you think is going to happen over the next 4 years?
I think the country is going to become much more constrained in terms of females' health rights. I think books in kids' libraries that tackle topics like transgenderism, whatever, are going to even be more restrained. I think it's just going to be a big tightening of society.
Okay. And that's a bad thing, you think, like kids not having access to books about transgenderism?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's life, real life. They just want to pretend that
God bless America.
everybody's binary.
Okay.
They're not.
I'm very happy for that.
You're very happy? Why are you happy?
Because America gonna be great again.
You think he's going to make America great again?
Yes.
Speechless. It's a tragedy for me.
Tragedy?
It really is, yeah.
What do you think this country's going to be like over the next 4 years?
I'm scared to see how it's going to turn out. I think we're going to descend further. We're going to stray further from democracy than we have in the past. I think that our economy is going to end up far worse than anything that could have been perceived under Kamala.
What is your response to Trump winning last night?
Oh, my response is sadness, disappointment, but I think our country should have done more to make sure someone like that didn't get reelected, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think this country is going to be like over the next 4 years under Trump?
I have no real idea. I felt like under him, the first time it was crazy because we had COVID. This time it'll be our first time really seeing how it pans out genuinely with the Trump presidency, with businesses open and trying to operate and things like that. So I have no idea, but I'm hopeful, to be honest.
Hopeful?
Yeah.
Were you confident that Kamala could win it? Did you think she was going to win?
And I had a lot of doubts. I didn't like her running mate, and I really believe she should have used a running mate that reflected, other identities, like someone in another race or sexuality.
What do y'all think about it? Because they're asking a lot of women about this. Women, what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the chat.
And I think that weakened the campaign, to be honest.
Do you think like Tim Walz being like a white guy was an issue for her?
Yeah, I felt like kind of like a Joe Biden stand-in and appealing to like that older demographic, but using someone younger, or someone black or female or gay would have been, I think, a very powerful statement.
Do you have a message to all the Trump supporters that voted for him? If you could tell them one thing.
Well, educate yourselves. Although, as an American, I do respect their right to vote for Trump, to be honest. And I lived in I lived in a red state for a while. A lot of them are undereducated, and a lot of them are just simply don't have the privilege of education, good education.
Just sick.
Oh, you think it's going to be a bad thing next 4 years?
Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
What's your message to all the Trump supporters that voted for him?
Look at the way she backing up. Look at the way she backed up. Yo.
What's your reaction to Trump winning last night?
Why did she back up like that? Watch how she backed up when he starts. Like she was like something was going to happen to her.
Next 4 years?
Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
For a while, a lot of them are undereducated,
watch this, y'all.
and a lot of them are simply don't have the
it's the way she backed up.
Of education, good education.
Just sick.
Oh, you think it's going to be a bad thing next 4 years?
Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
What's your message to all the Trump supporters that voted for him? What's your reaction to Trump winning last night?
Very happy.
You're very happy, okay. Awesome, the first one we've heard. Can we ask you guys your reaction to Trump winning last night? What did you guys think of the victory?
Best victory. We are so
We're
happy.
really happy, and we're so thankful. And now we trust our country way more.
Trust our country.
Did you guys think, were you confident going into it that he would win?
No, not confident at all.
You thought they were going to try to steal it? Or?
Group us. Yep,
I
thought
didn't think they were gonna let him win.
Okay. You guys are the second people out here. We've talked to a lot of people. Everyone is very sad today.
Oh.
Are you guys from D.C.?
No. Israeli.
Israeli, okay. Can we ask you what you think of Trump winning last night?
It's pretty great.
You think it's great?
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Trump running the United States like a business. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Is that good or?
It's a good thing, but I'm not even mad at it.
Okay. You think the economy's going to be better if he runs it like a business?
Yeah. He treated fair, you know what I mean? Treat people fairly.
Maybe we'll have more money.
More money, you know what I mean? More job opportunities for other people.
Facts. I mean, hey, I'm with it. A lot of people are not. Now, for the women, I got a message for the women in here. I want y'all to pay attention to the message in here. Now, this one I found pretty interesting earlier. It's a quick message, but I want y'all to listen to this. Let's pay attention.
So I'm scrolling, and I see a lot of black women making videos talking down to black men who voted for Trump. And I just have to say, if you voted for Trump and you're a black man, thank you. And I thank you because I know exactly why you voted for Trump. You voted for secure borders so that us women and children can be safe. You voted for a strong economy so that us women and children can be provided for. You voted for our children to not be indoctrinated in this failed public school system. You voted for my right to not have to use the bathroom with a biological man. You also voted for our children not to be drafted into another endless, senseless war that only benefits the military-industrial complex. And also, you voted for the protection of our freedom of speech. The same freedom of speech that these evil, nasty, disgusting women are using to wish death upon you. So as a black woman, I just want to say thank you for voting for Trump. I truly appreciate you, and I'm going to speak life into you. I pray that God continues to protect you and guide you. I pray that he gives you the success that you deserve. I pray that he gives you the strength to lead your family and your communities. And for anyone who wants to say in the comments that I'm a pick-me, baby, I'm already chosen. So what about you? It's Trump 2024. You already know. Thank you.
Trump 2024, she said. Hey, it is what it is. She said it is what it is, ladies. What do y'all think about that message? I thought that was a dope message to put out there today. I thought it was dope. Salute to her. I'm rocking with that message. And a lot of people, they don't understand. A lot of people are not woke. And you can't blame them for not being woke. We'll play that one later, too. We'll get to that one later. Let's continue.
I am going to say this as...
For the ladies again, let's check this out. I want to talk to the ladies right now because a lot of ladies been saying we're losing rights, we're doing this, we're doing that. I can't believe. So we're gonna talk about this. Let's have a conversation.
I am gonna say this as nicely as I can. Please excuse the language. What fucking rights are you losing as a woman? What fucking rights are you losing as a woman? Excuse the language. What fucking rights are you losing as a woman? I'll wait.
Let her cook.
What rights? What rights are you losing? Why are you boohooing on the internet and saying that you're losing your rights as a woman? Tell me. You're losing nothing. Nothing. Can you work? Yes. Can you still make money? Yes. Can you get married? Yes. Can you get divorced? Yes. Can you have children? Yes. Can you have one child? Yes. Can you have 5 children? Yes. 5 children? Yes. Can you have 5 boyfriends? Yes. Can you run for office? Yes. Can you own a business? Yes. Can you be CEA, CEO, CFO, all the things? Yes. Oh, can you have an abortion? Yes. What if you're R word? Can you have an abortion? Yes. What if you're going to lose your life? Can you have an abortion? Yes. What incest? Yes. All the extenuating circumstances. Yes, 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 yes. You're losing nothing. Quit listening to the crap that's being spewed. You've lost nothing. And if abortion is so important to you, and if your biggest concern in life is being able to abort a child at 35 weeks, go move to a blue state that will allow that because they're there. Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the next 4 years of your life getting better for you and your daughters.
What y'all think? I see some women are divided in the chat. I see some are rocking with the statements from these women. I see some are not. They're like, oh, man, look, girl, we are losing something. What do y'all think, man? I don't know, man. Ladies, let me know in the chat. Are y'all rocking with it? I can't speak for the women in here. The women got to speak for the women. The men got to speak for the men. We don't know how y'all feeling. Y'all got to tell us in the chat. What do y'all think? Are you losing something? Are you not losing something? Did you overreact? Are you just thinking too much into it? Let me know in the chat. Let's go.
Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character. She gave her whole heart and effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran.
She and her entire team should be proud of what exactly? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the hell is everybody so damn proud of? They literally choked in the fourth quarter.
Vice President Kamala Harris formally accepted her loss to President-elect Donald Trump. She defended her campaign as a fight for democracy and emphasized a peaceful transfer of power. But there was one moment that stood out to me.
Don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before.
The crowd was clearly emotional. Had she been victorious, it would have meant the first woman, the first Black woman, the first South Asian woman to hold the office. Within hours of the vice president announcing that she would seek the nomination after President Biden dropped out of the race, it was Black women who rallied to raise more than $1 million for her campaign. Black women were elated, but underneath those efforts was a persistent question. Was America ready to elect a Black woman to its highest office? The answer was a resounding no. The vice president entered this race under extraordinary circumstances that we've not really seen in recent history. She became the nominee effectively overnight. She went on to galvanize the party.
It's been a bit of a whirlwind.
She resuscitated a dying campaign under President Biden. She needed to introduce herself to the American electorate. And she had to do that while walking a tightrope as a sitting vice president. Some Democrats think that she ran an overly cautious campaign in which she failed to distinguish herself from President Biden. Some believe that she represents a party that has increasingly failed to resonate with a new generation. But for others, it affirmed what people believe to be the worst truth of this election. This country would rather elect a man with 34 felonies who had repeatedly disparaged women and people of color, who peddled in lies and vowed to use his political power to punish his enemies, rather than elect a qualified woman of color. Vice President Harris did not emphasize her race.
What you guys think about her message? What do you think about her message?
Nor her gender during this campaign. Millions of Americans saw Kamala Harris as a chance to usher in a new generation of leadership. And for Black women in particular, the Democratic Party's most loyal voting bloc, Kamala Harris's candidacy represented a vindication for the women who had come before her and who had fallen short in their efforts. In her concession speech, Harris tacitly acknowledged this.
Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up.
As the Democratic Party grapples with Donald Trump's victory, they have a lot of soul searching to do. And as has been the case throughout history, Black women will be central to that.
I think a lot of people are overreacting and making this about race. And I don't think I'm just being real, man. I don't think it has anything to do with race. I don't think it has anything to do with race or sexuality. I just think that the person was just very much underqualified to do that big of a job. I mean, let's just be serious. Very, very, very unqualified to do the job, like very.
A lot of my work around access to capital has focused on young men of color, Black men, and
and black men, knowing that, again, so many entrepreneurs, and it's when people think black men and small businesses, it's not just the bar. A lot.
What the hell is she talking about?
A lot of my work around access to capital has focused on young men of color, black men, and black men, knowing that, again, so many entrepreneurs, and it's when people think black men and small businesses, it's not
just a barbershop. I don't know what the hell she's ever talking about.
Well, you know, the fact that
President Putin says he takes Donald Trump's plan to end the war with Ukraine very seriously, and Russia supports it.
Mr. Trump, as a presidential candidate, says that he is ready and wants to stop the war in Ukraine. We take that very seriously. Well, I haven't seen his ideas on how exactly he's going to do that, and that is the key question. But I have no doubt that he says that sincerely, and we support that.
So again, Trump is making his rounds. He's making his rounds. He is making his rounds. And he's saying he's going to end the war in Ukraine. What do you guys think about that? Drop the gems if you think Trump will end the war in Ukraine. Drop the caps if you think there's no way he could do that. Let's see what Kamala Harris did. What?
How do I feel about Kamala Harris?
Because he's sleepy and she's not around. That's how I feel.
Right.
How do y'all feel about Kamala Harris?
Hey, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So,
but the thing that you have about Kamala Harris, and a lot of people don't notice, the government sent her to Africa with $100 million.
The government sent her to Africa with $100 million
to push the LGBTQ. Did you know that?
Man. I'm telling y'all, all will be exposed, and I'm not gonna stop exposing Kamala, y'all. I'm not gonna stop. There's nothing wrong with pushing that, but if you're doing it just for an agenda, you just got a certain agenda. We're watching your agenda, and we see what y'all been pushing since Trump left. And y'all pushed him out of there, got him out of there, and Trump he's back in a major way, and everything, all is fixing to be exposed. Let's go. Oh shit, my bad, y'all.
How do I feel about Kamala Harris?
Because he's sleepy and she's not around. That's how I feel.
Right.
My bad, y'all. We got to start this over real quick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So,
but the thing that you have about Kamala Harris, and a lot of people don't notice, the government sent her to Africa with $100 million to push the LGBTQ. Did you?
Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe the government sent her to Africa with $100 million for that?
Know that? No. Yeah, true story. They gave her $100 million to go to Africa for them to get behind that movement. Wow. And they would like, and not to say this in my stand-up, they would
get the likes up, y'all. Double tap that screen.
It was like, if you don't get out of here by 9 o'clock, your nose is gonna be stewed. They wasn't having it in Africa.
Yeah, one of them guys said.
They said they was not having it in Africa, and they told her to leave.
So my point that I'm making: are you a leader or are you a follower, or someone told you to do X, Y, and Z?
A puppet. That's what that sounds like. A puppet.
Because I think at the end of the day, some things you are just supposed to say no to. And I know politics is serious.
What y'all think about this message?
Yes, right. Politics is the most scandalous game on the planet. Right. So just backstabbing.
What do y'all think? Is he dropping gems or is he lying? Let me know in the chat.
And doing different deals behind closed doors. Right. And since they're giving Ukraine a lot of money, since they're giving the Palestinians a lot of money.
Stay woke, man. This dude, he dropping gems.
We all hustlers. If we was giving that kind of money to somebody, you're going to be talking to somebody, so, you're going to have to give me a little something of that back. Huh. You know?
Say, he want that money back.
On the side, like, put that to the side, like, I'm going to make sure this pass. Right. But hey, look, make sure I'm straight. You know, we got this for you when you leave office. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't see that not happening.
America, we was about to be in big trouble.
Right. You think?
I'm just gonna be real with y'all. It was a bunch of big trouble coming.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they're not like us. No, they not. Yeah.
What in the hell is going on, bro? What is this? What is this? Girl, I'm out here in these streets. This is what y'all... What in the ratchet baddies, bad girls club, Jocelyn's cabaret is going on here? What in the saucy Santana is going on here? What in the city girls are we watching? What in the city girls are we looking at?
Girl, I'm out here in these streets.
Girl, I'm out here in these streets.
And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji.
And who the hell is Taraji? Why are you not talking to a qualified woman? We just know her from Baby Boy. I'll be real. We don't fuck with Taraji. We know her from being Cookie on Empire and being like, I'm down with you, Jody. You make me sick. I hate you. That's all we know her about. We don't know her about nothing else but that crooked face when she crying, talking about Jody. I'm sick of you. Get out. Dealing with that bum ass Jody. That's all we know her from. We don't care about Taraji.
It's very simple. Why does Joe Biden want to buy oil from Iran and from Vladimir Putin instead of from Pennsylvania energy workers? Why does he want to further weaken the American manufacturing economy that allows us to project power overseas? Why does he constantly pursue the interests of foreign despots over the interests of the American citizen and the American worker? That is a case that I think works all over the country. I really think it's an argument that works in Pennsylvania and Michigan because they have felt the neglect of the consensus in Washington that leaves American workers behind. President Trump's going to change that.
And what we are also seeing is that if you look at, I like Venn diagrams, okay? So if you...
Man, she ain't never on point, that shit. That makes my skin crawl. The fact that this man just dropped a bunch of gems and you start talking about something about that you like. That could be like, hey, man, look, we need to talk about the inflation of the gas prices and the groceries and the stuff. What is going on here? As a child, we bought groceries. I came up with nothing. So, I remember back in my childhood when I used to eat a sandwich sitting at the park. It was a beautiful time. We had watermelon. Girl, if you don't...
You look... I do. So, let me tell you, I love Venn diagrams. I love Venn diagrams. You know the three circles? I love Venn diagrams. You're just cracking up, right? Among the many things that I like, I love Venn diagrams. The three circles. I love Venn diagrams. I just throw it into a Venn diagram. I'll tell you everything you need to know about it. Any issues. I love Venn diagrams. Let me just tell you, I really just love Venn diagrams. I love Venn diagrams. Okay.
Just a little expansion.
I really do. I love Venn diagrams. The three circles, sometimes there are more.
Oh my God.
It's very simple.
I hope y'all understanding where I'm going towards. Just this is what we was dealing with. Then we got Megan Thee Stallion performs. Why would you be performing Body at a Kamala Harris? I don't know what that is, the Cupid Shuffle or what the fuck that is. This is the reason why you lost. Like, you denied God and you start twerking. What the hell is going on? Strong face. Oh my God, this shit is insane. I couldn't believe. Look at the disgust in the crowd. The crowd looking like, what in the hell is we at? Is this a freak? Yeah. Are we at the Freaknik right now? She about 6'8". Just man, who is this? Salute to Binky. Binky said, damn, salute Binky for that 5-piece. Thank you, Binky. I don't know what in the fuck. I don't know what in the hell we was witnessing.
We have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. We have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke.
If Airhead was a person, they said Joshua Pete equals Megan. Google it. They said, was that Bigfoot? They said, oh, we woke. You got to be woker or the wokest, whatever. I don't know what this lady be. She just be saying shit. Just listen to
Yeah. You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
I can't deal with it.
Did you vote?
She just cringe.
Are you gonna vote? Will you ask people that you know to vote, please? And will you ask them to vote for me?
Yo, I'm weak. Hold on, I'm weak about this.
Did you vote? Are you gonna vote? Will you ask people that you know to vote, please? And will you ask them to vote for me?
I can't, bro. I can't. Now, bombshell. Trump's Department of Defense Chief of Staff, Kash Patel, calls to declassify the Epstein and Diddy lists. I'm going to say that again. Allegedly. Allegedly, there's a bombshell that's about to drop, y'all. And I called this yesterday. Can I get 20 people to double tap that screen and get the likes to 700? Can I get 20 of y'all to double tap that screen? We got 1,500 votes. We should have 1,500 likes. Let's go. Like the video. Double tap that screen. I'm going to say that again. There's a bombshell. Trump's Department of Defense Chief of Staff, Kash Patel, calls to declassify the Epstein and Diddy list. What do y'all think about that? And what do you think that means? What do y'all think that means? Can anybody in the chat tell me what this means? Trump is about to declassify the Epstein and Diddy list. It's Eminem did reverse psychology on her. He woke more people to witness her embarrassment. Salute, hot mess. What do y'all think about this? They said, does it count as another like if the same person? Nah, you can only hit it once. They said, skeletons coming out. Salute, salute, salute. They say exposed 24. Trump, badass for real, LOL. They said getting the baby. They said age of the Aquarius type-ish. Exposing them all. Nosy thinks it's going down. Yeah, so listen to this, y'all. They said he's finna expose their ass. I told y'all. Didn't I call this yesterday? This came out today. I called this yesterday. I was like, hey, man, look. Trump is going to expose Epstein and Diddy. If Kamala would have got in there, it wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have exposed anybody if Kamala would have got in there. Everybody would have got away with everything if she would have got up in there. I think I played this one already. Let me see.
We officially have a new president.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Let's continue, y'all.
Elect, but they don't start work for a while. So, what can a lame duck president like Joe Biden actually do? There are roughly 76 days between the US election and the inauguration on the 20th of January, so plenty of time to get to work. The president technically has the same level of power they always did, but everyone knows they're not going to be in the job too much longer. So, the outgoing president often focuses on building their legacy, attempting to push through big policy items. Examples of this include in 1968, when Lyndon B. Johnson tried, unsuccessfully, to end the Vietnam War before his time came to an end. And in 2008, George W. Bush signed a massive $17 billion payment to the car industry. And then there are pardons. US presidents can pretty much pardon anyone who's committed a federal crime, and they tend to use this power a lot in this period. In 2021, Donald Trump pardoned dozens of people just hours before he left office, including longtime ally Steve Bannon and, weirdly, Lil Wayne.
And Kodak Black. Trump is going to pardon some more people, and Diddy not going to be one of them. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Trump is about to pardon some people, and if Diddy was smart, he would have sided with Trump. See, Trump was getting money, man. Trump knew a lot of this shit. Trump was getting money. Now, a lot of people came along the way and tried to be a part of destroying Trump. And along with that came no longer I will turn a blind eye. You know what? As a matter of fact, I think Trump is starting to realize, and I'm not wishing nothing on him. It's just, let's just live in reality. Trump is how old? How old is Donald Trump? 80. Can anybody in the chat? I think 86. I can't think off the top of my head. How old is Donald Trump? How old is Donald Trump, y'all? Somebody in the chat tell me real quick. How old is Donald Trump? I think he's 86, I want to say. Someone said 76. No, I thought he's in his 80s. Trump not in his 80s? Trump is how old? He's 78. Let me see how old it is. Let me Google it. Trump. No, that's Joe Biden. Ass is old. How old is the first thing that came up was Donald Trump. He's 78. All right, Trump is 78. The life expectancy of a human being, my bad, Trump, I had your age wrong. The life expectancy of a human in this generation, which Trump ain't from this generation, but this generation is, I think, 78. I want to say it's 76. I think the life expectancy in this generation is 76 years old. It went down from like the 90s to 70s. That's not a lot of people are getting that old no more. So I think Trump is coming to a realization that this is like you're closer towards the end of the road than the beginning. You're way closer to the end of the road than the beginning. And I think this is his way of getting right with God before he leaves, and him cleaning up all this mess. That Lamar Jackson's showing out. That's him cleaning up this mess. That's all this is. That's Trump cleaning up the world and getting everything right before he ends his time. And I agree with it. I think you should get right with God and get closer to God. And he wants to make the world get closer to God. And I'm cool with that. I can rock with that. Let's continue.
We've got to invite him on a state visit. He's got to be invited to address both houses of Parliament. They are key for our economy and our security. The US-UK special relationship has got to have extra attention. And the other thing we've got to do is, because Europe is increasingly important, because we're likely to be affected by the US pulling out of security endeavours in NATO, and because they're likely to put on tariffs, which is going to affect our trade, we have got to be closer on security and the economy with Europe. So those are our twin objectives we've got to do. But, it's going to be... They won't be able to say what they're feeling, which is that this is a terrible person with a terrible program. There's two certainties: that Keir Starmer's going to be in for 4 years and Trump is going to be in for 4 years. That they are important on our economy and our security. So we have got to bite on the bullet, suck it up, and just get on. And I thought when people heard that Keir Starmer had tweeted and that there was a briefing that he'd done hearty congratulations, there was a bit of a sort of shiver and a cringe, but he was right to do that.
But he has to. He absolutely has to. And he doesn't just have to bend the knee, but he's going to have to grab his ankles. I mean,
Kiss the ring.
No, he is. No, he absolutely is. And he's going to have to keep a smile on his face. Well, he does it. He absolutely has to. And the part of the reason that he's going to have to genuflect so hard and so long is because the UK's chief diplomat, David Lammy, has said so many bad things. Yeah. And I absolutely agree with Pat McFadden saying that, Donald Trump will absolutely be able to get past David Lammy calling him a racist KKK and Nazi sympathiser. He'll be able to get past him calling him a woman-hating, neo-Nazi sympathising sociopath. He'll probably be able to get past him being called a profound threat to the international order. The one we have to worry about, because of his vanity, is the fact that David Lammy called him a tyrant in a toupee.
I think part of the reason that Lammy went to Trump Tower with Keir Starmer was they were testing the water to see if Lammy could have an audience with Donald Trump and Donald Trump could forget or forgive some of these past critical marks.
A lot of people got to apologize, dog. I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of people going to have to stand up and apologize to that man. A lot of y'all ridiculed him and talked down on him. Now y'all got to kiss the ring. For
over 200 years... America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world.
Let's listen back to what he had to say. We're going to play a couple minutes of this. The greatest experiment in America. What the hell is he talking about?
That's not hyperbole. That's a fact. We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory, and I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition.
Again, it's something very sinister about what he's saying to Trump. It's just, I feel that they're threatening him. I just feel there's still a threat on him, and we got to protect Trump, y'all.
What does Donald Trump's win mean for Ukraine?
I think what it will mean for all of us is that you have a president who is experienced, who is extremely clear about what he wants. He will push us all to spend more on defense, and he's right on this. He was right. He got his way. We went to the 2%. thanks to his doing for a large part, but he will also force us to do more in the future. And when you look now at North Korea getting involved in Ukraine, delivering the latest state-of-the-art, getting delivered the latest state-of-the-art missile technology from Russia, the fact that China, Iran, North Korea and Russia are working together. This is a threat not only to the European part of NATO, but also to the United States mainland, but also to our partners like Japan and
Do you worry he doesn't want Ukraine to win? Thank you.
He ran up out of there quick, like hell no. Let me get my ass up out of here. I ain't even answering none of these questions. What is the world preparing for? Can anybody tell me what the world is preparing for? What is next for Donald Trump? What is next for Kamala Harris? What is the world preparing us for right now?
Democrats may now be looking at why they and Kamala Harris failed so miserably to engage voters. The ailing Joe Biden may have stayed too long in the race, but voters who backed him last time didn't vote for Harris this time. By any reckoning, it was a pretty disastrous result for the party. Here's our international editor, Emma Murphy, on what went wrong.
The night had begun with joy and promise. In the grounds of the university Kamala Harris joined 42 years ago, inspired by its ethos.
I'm talking about they've been partying up in this motherfucker, boy. They've been up in this motherfucker like, I don't know what the White House was going to turn into if she would have got up in there.
Achievement. But that joy faded as swings.
They playing all type of, they sad as hell playing all that good music.
Turned red.
In Pennsylvania, Donald Trump in the lead there now.
Senior Democrats turned up for a party that would never be. Their faces gave away their fear.
Everybody's scared as hell. Everybody's sad and scared. What is y'all scared of?
Tried to hold out hope, but never even made it to their seats in the VIP area.
You still have hope? Of course. Love and prayer. This must be tighter than you expected.
Not right now, thank you.
And the woman they'd hoped would be president never made it to the stage.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken, so you won't hear from the vice president tonight.
But in reality, everyone knew then it was over.
For months now, these people have knocked on doors, written letters, and made thousands of phone calls to get the vote out for Kamala Harris. Tonight, it seems that may have been in vain.
Yeah, I thought America was going to pull through, especially Georgia.
It's just overall sad, and a lot of people think that economy will be better under Trump. I don't agree with that either. I honestly just find it devastating.
From the moment Kamala Harris accepted her party's nomination, there had been questions as to how much race and gender would go against her.
I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America.
But they alone did not cost her and the Democrats the presidency.
Joe Biden.
An enfeebled Joe Biden held on long into a campaign when his capacity and record were causing problems.
And it's crazy that they're saying is like he wasn't mentally capable no more, but he just delivered a great speech today. Like he just delivered. He had no fumbles and he wasn't talking like that. He was talking clear. He was standing up straight. He seemed to be well aware of where he was up to the very end. But you know what I'm saying? It seemed like, I don't know, bro. We dealing with, I don't even want to say it. Y'all could just say it in the chat. It just, something is very sinister about this. I don't know what it is, but something is scaring the hell out of me about this whole situation.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
With only a short time to campaign, Harris failed to delineate how her presidency would differ from Biden's.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden?
And listen to this, y'all. Would you have done something differently than President Biden?
During the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind. And
red flag. You would do nothing differently? He didn't do shit.
In terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had.
There you go, right there. You've been a part of most of. So you've been helping out with this secretly behind the scenes. Oh, okay. Let's get you the hell up out of here.
And as the economy and inflation became an incendiary issue for voters, she once again failed to articulate how she would ease their financial woes.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard.
Her record on immigration haunted her campaign, so too America's ongoing support for Israel. Harris's campaign failed for many reasons. The Democrats and liberal America now have 4 years to live with the consequences. Emma Murphy, ITV News.
Man, they acting like this is just the worst thing of all time, man. Look, that girl just fumbled and failed.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm finna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so fucking devastated behind an election, and it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men, and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother, homeboy, I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you, and he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro. These niggas are so fucking, they live on another planet. And it's because none of this shit affects men. That's why. Men don't give a fuck about nothing that don't directly affect them. If it does not directly affect men, they do not give a fuck. And motherfuckers hating women is the whole reason he got elected in the first place. The first time he got elected, he ran up against a woman. Second time, he ran up against a man, and it wasn't even a good fucking candidate, and he lost. He ran up against a woman again, and he won, because y'all just fucking hate women. That's all it is. We couldn't even get a white lady in office. Of course, they wouldn't go vote for no fucking black lady. And it's like, people just, either people don't give a fuck, or they're genuinely not grasping how fucked this shit is. And it's just like somebody commented on my last video when I was like, in the club, we all crying, talking about, oh, y'all are so dramatic. Dramatic? This is dramatic? Like, this is an extreme underreaction.
I ain't gonna lie, very dramatic.
Dramatic will be marching down to that fucking White House and burning that bitch down.
No, you can't do nothing like that. Look, girl, calm your ass down with them long ass ears. Big ass earlobes, girl.
That's dramatic. You don't want to see dramatic. This is nothing. We are fucked. We're literally doomed for the next 4 years at the very least.
Girl, stop. You ain't gonna do shit. Go back to work. Go, clock your ass in wherever the hell you was going, or go chill with your baby daddy house or something. It's a weird ass song.
Kamala threw several concerts during her run for presidency, and I just don't understand why that was.
And what did y'all think about that lady's message? I seen a lot of people saying she delusional, that lady crazy, she ain't lost her damn mind. What did y'all think about her statements? What did y'all think?
Not the focus. Well, motherfuckers, for those of you who just don't understand, sometimes you have to speak other people's language, okay? So that's just like, I remember at my job one time, them telling me that I get along with all of the quote-unquote ratchet people. Well, that's because I come from a place that I don't act like I'm from. However, sometimes you have to speak that lingo just to get results, viable results.
So you're saying Kamala had to tap in with the ratchet community to get the results of the ratchet community. She had to channel her inner ratchet self and become one with Megan Thee Stallion, one with Glorilla, one with all of the thoughts of America. So that a lot of, look, we love the women. We love the ladies, okay? But some of y'all are just watching some of this stuff. That's the reason why people did. This is what we were going to come to. Like, this is what everything would have become. Let me just get
out of individuals. And so if music was the way that,
oh yeah, Cardi B,
that Kamala decided to try to outreach to the people, because some people are just, you know, they learn by music.
Oh my God.
Then that was an okay way. I think y'all are.
So no, y'all tripping. She's saying y'all tripping. People listen through music. So playing body yaddy 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 and all this other stuff. Yeah, we need to do that because you need to listen and learn through the music. She had to tap into the ratchet community. I'm gonna be real. That community of, just look, my people, I love y'all, but the ratchet community is not the community to tap into. Let me just be the first to say, look, if you're trying to be successful or trying to sell something or want people to support you, that's the last community. They're the people who gonna bootleg your damn CDs back in the day and be passing them around in the hood. Hey man, I got this new Lil Wayne burned CD for I got that Carter 3, I got that Carter 2, I got that Carter 1 for you, dog, for $5. What's up? They don't support you. You don't want to tap in with that community. Stop
thinking about these quote unquote concerts in a wrong way. Like, no, this was not a trigger to black people to vote for her. This wasn't none of that. Sometimes you really got to speak another motherfucker's language, okay? Yeah.
Girl, you thought you cooked too. If you don't sit your ghetto ass she really thought she cooked in it. Yeah, sometimes look, I thought she ran a good campaign. Look, she had to tap in with the Ratchet community and play the music because people listen to music. So, I mean, hey, they learn through the music. A lot of people do. So they learned about her through the music. And yeah, I'm cool with girl. If you don't, that's exactly why she didn't win.
It is not over for Kamala.
It's not. Let's talk about
all of you celebrating a Trump victory before the votes are even fully counted. May I remind you that a lot can change at the last minute.
Okay, talk to me.
And even if we do fail to win the presidency for Kamala, after all the work I've done for white dudes for Kamala over the last few months, we will return in 2028. Kamala 2028 will be the greatest political comeback the world has ever seen. Not just America, but the world.
I don't know what the fuck is up with this shit. Has got to stop, y'all. It has got to stop.
And I firmly believe that Kamala is still the best person in the whole of the United States to be the president of this country.
This is why I said we were fucked, bro.
And if we band together now, if we pull back some of those white dudes who went for Trump this time, by growing the White Dudes for Harris campaign, we can make a permanent change. We can put the MAGA crowd away once and for all. And I'm dispirited. I am dispirited by what has happened, but we can't just give up. We can't just stop now. It's so close. It was so close. There's just so much hate in this country. So much hate and misinformation from Elon. And we've got to fight back. We've got to fight back. Kamala 2028. We're coming back.
Somebody said they crashing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kamala supporters are crashing out. Y'all are off the rocker. I'm just gonna be real. Like, I don't know what the fuck advice to give y'all, but look, some people just don't know how to hold the L and just move on. Okay, look, come back in 2028 then. Okay, congratulations. Okay, come back in 2028. Just stop crying about this shit on the internet, please. It's over. It's not done. We have time. It's not done. Come on, man. Let's fight back.
Now that he's won the presidency, Donald Trump is turning to the task of building an administration, who he will bring to Washington with him, and what they will do.
Can I get 10 people to double tap that screen? Let's get it to 800. We almost at 1,000 likes, y'all. If you're enjoying the content, double tap that screen. We didn't had 1,800 people vote on the poll where we should be past 2,000, but that's cool. Let's go. Double tap the screen, vote on the poll. Let's go, y'all.
This time around, Donald Trump is no newcomer. He has his own people who have proved their loyalty.
These people have been incredible.
Sources tell ABC News that among his first actions, Trump plans to fire FBI Director Chris Wray and to get rid of the career prosecutors who worked on the criminal cases against him. Trump's also made it clear
all them people who built up them criminal cases, them federal, the feds are done. He's even saying the feds are corrupt. Trump is even saying, bro, there are people in the federal government, you know, I got to speak in code. There's people in the federal government that are corrupt. And these people went against him and created a whole smear campaign and lied on him and did all this stuff. And he's going to get rid of everybody from Washington to the feds. There's going to be a lot of new jobs that are going to be opening in the feds. I'm telling you that right now. There's going to be a lot of new federal agents because he is getting rid of all these people. All the prosecutors, all the crooked prosecutors that are in America, they're bye-bye. All the crooked people, the judges and the prosecutors, all them people who've been working against the people, y'all out of here, dog.
Will fire special counsel Jack Smith, who brought those 44 charges against him.
Bye,
The
Jack.
special counsel, however, will probably be gone before Trump is sworn in. Sources
Can everybody throw a peace sign up to all these people who finna get fired? Hey, guess what, feds? You're fired.
tell ABC News Smith is in active talks with DOJ leadership about ending both his cases. Sources tell ABC Trump's transition team has already started preparing pardons for those convicted of charges related to the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
He said he finna pardon all those people. His pardon's coming.
As Trump begins the process of choosing who will serve in his White House and his cabinet, he's already made it clear 2 people he wants involved.
A star is born, Elon. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he came in.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Elon are going to be very beneficial to Trump.
Both Elon Musk and Robert F. Kennedy have been huddling with Trump at Mar-a-Lago since election night. Elon Musk spent over $100 million to help Trump win. Trump has talked about having the tech billionaire run a new Department of Government Efficiency, pledging to slash $2 trillion from the federal budget.
We can do at least $2 trillion.
Yeah! Musk recently said implementing such major spending cuts, quote, necessarily involves some temporary hardship, but
What do y'all think about Elon? I ain't gonna lie, the dude is a genius, but what do y'all think about Elon in the chat?
it will ensure long-term prosperity.
Your money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that.
And Trump says Kennedy, who has controversial views on vaccines, will be given wide leeway over public health.
I'm going to let him go wild on health. I'm going to let him go wild on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on medicines.
Robert Kennedy Jr. built his career as an environmental activist and lawyer, but Trump has been absolutely clear that there is one thing that he won't let Kennedy touch, and that is oil. With his promise to drill, baby, drill, Trump says Kennedy will play no role whatsoever in environmental or energy policy. George.
If you think Elon is beneficial, drop the gems. If you do not like him, drop the caps.
How about Ivanka and Jared? Are they coming back?
Totally unclear. You know, they said that they weren't going to be part of a second Trump administration. They said that a long time ago, but it is notable that they were both there in West Palm Beach when he had his victory celebration.
They were both there. They're going to be a part of it. Ain't nobody running away from Trump. Get on board, y'all. Come on and get on board. Get your hats and let's go.
In terms of the rest of the family, as you know, Eric and Don Jr. both had significant roles in the campaign, advising his father, their father, on the campaign. Obviously, Laura Trump, Eric's wife, was involved.
The Trump family is coming. They coming, y'all. Man, they finna take care of business.
We don't know if they're going to play a role, but we do know this. Melania Trump is already making plans to staff up the office of the First Lady. She will be going back to the White House, and she's talking with the transition team about what her staff looks like.
Oh, man, the staff is coming. Man, I know a lot of people mad about this. It's okay, though. Y'all can be mad all y'all want to. Ain't nothing going to stop. Let's continue.
Here we are again. A majority of women are not the only people who are disappointed in the results of the election on Tuesday. For many Illinoisans, there's a considerable amount of uncertainty and unease about the road ahead. And I'm here today to remind people that no matter the storm that we face, Illinois will always strive to make you welcome and safe and protected. While I was certainly surprised by Tuesday's results, I was not unprepared. Having fought through the headwinds of the first Trump administration, the General Assembly and I took proactive steps to plan for the potential of a second Trump presidency and protect our residents from the damage that it may attempt to cause. Illinois will continue to be a refuge for those whose rights are being denied elsewhere: women seeking reproductive health care, immigrants searching to work hard for a better life, LGBTQ Americans looking for welcome and protection, and people with disabilities whose civil and human rights are under attack.
Man, it's a lot of crying going on. I ain't gonna lie, it's a whole bunch of crying going on about everything. I ain't never seen so many people cry about stuff. Y'all just, and then a lot of people are mad about the Trump family. It's like, bro, they are strong, and you want to have your family. How many people, I'm not stuttering, I'm trying to make a point. How many people's families move like that? stand behind them 10. And I ain't talking about just support you. Oh, congratulations. His family, every step of the way, they rocking, skin tight. That's how you move. That's the support system you want around you. That's the loyalty you want around you right there. That's what loyalty looks like. I don't care what color of nobody's skin is. That's what loyalty looks like. That's what I want. I want loyalty around me. You see how thick they was up there? And I'm talking about how many people was up there with them, friends and family. Let's go. We rocking out. We one unit. That's what you want.
President-elect Donald Trump's rhetoric could soon become reality.
I will launch the largest deportation program in American history.
That's a lot of people about to get deported, and a lot of the Latino community is mad because the people who are supposed to be here and are rightfully here, now there's some people that are illegally here. They're looking at the people who are rightfully here like, oh, well, you're against your own people. No, they're not. They're just saying, hey, bro, what is wrong with saying come the right way? Like, that's like if I wanted to go move somewhere out of the country, you got to apply for a visa. You got to make sure you let them know you're coming. That government wants to know you're there. I can't just illegally go to another country and then just live there and just be cool. Like, they're gonna want to know I'm there, just in case something's going on. Look, they got to know I'm there in their country, and I got to go legally. I can't just tap into somewhere and just stay there. You got to let them know you're there legally. So there's nothing wrong with it.
At least 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S. Deporting 1 million people per year could take 1,000 new courtrooms to process and cost taxpayers an estimated $88 billion a year. That's roughly 11 times ICE's annual budget. And that promise drove many voters to the polls.
You start letting people come in here illegally, it throws off the whole system.
Including immigrants who became citizens and can now vote.
We work really hard. I mean, no offense, but we came here legally. You got to follow the rules, follow the law.
You got to follow the rules. You got to follow the law. That's facts.
Believes proving that the Latino vote is far from monolithic.
I come from a family of immigrants. It hurts us to hear parties talk so poorly of us.
A lot of immigrants come here for jobs and they come here for opportunities.
And his supporters trust that he will keep his word. During his first month in office in 2017, he signed an executive order banning travel from 7 Muslim-majority countries. A year later, he implemented a zero-tolerance policy that separated migrant children from their parents. And during the pandemic, he shut down asylum at the U.S.-Mexico border under Title 42. Maria Martinez came to the U.S. from Venezuela under a Biden administration humanitarian parole program, which will expire. She, along with 500,000 others, worry that they will no longer be able to stay.
Man. You just got to get your shit right. That's all it is. That's all it's going to take is for you just to get your shit right. It's nothing wrong with that, though.
Michael, good morning. President-elect Trump will not need to fire special counsel Jack Smith. DOJ guidelines are clear. You cannot prosecute a sitting president. And sources tell me Smith has been in discussions about how he will wind down the 2 federal cases.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Trump's cases are all about to disappear, y'all. For anybody thinking that Trump is in any trouble, he's not. He's the president. He's not going to get prosecuted. They're going to make this go away. And dude, you're on the chopping block. You have no choice but to dismiss everything because you're finna lose your job.
The January 6th criminal case and the classified documents case are effectively over. And there likely will be pardons for some of those convicted in that riot on the Capitol on January 6th. Trump's thunderous election had the effect of strengthening his hand in all pending criminal cases. There are doubts this morning about the Fulton County state election interference case, which has been mired in legal battles and controversies for months. And some legal experts say it's doubtful that the judge overseeing Trump's 34-count felony conviction in the hush money case involving Stormy Daniels will impose any jail time when Trump is sentenced in just a few weeks. Guys?
He ain't going to jail, y'all. That's good news for everybody. Trump will not see any jail time. So for any wishful thinkers out there who wanted him, nah, he ain't going nowhere. Trump going to be right here during this whole presidency.
Is the first president to take office as a convicted felon, with several cases still pending. So, what now? Short answer, most cases could be paused or even dismissed.
They're all about to be dismissed.
Quick look at each one. Trump's sentencing for the New York hush money case, where he's convicted on 34 felony counts for falsifying business records, is set for the end of this month.
They want him to go down, but he's not, y'all.
And despite his win, the sentencing could still go ahead, though experts say that prison time is unlikely. If sentenced to prison, though, his lawyers could appeal, arguing that jail time will interfere with his presidential duties.
And he ain't going to lose out being the president. So for anybody who thought that she was still going to get up in there on the technicality, she's not.
In the Capitol riot case, Trump is facing charges for trying to overturn the 2020 election. Since Trump has won, this criminal case will go away, as sitting presidents can't be prosecuted, according to a former federal prosecutor.
He can't get prosecuted, y'all.
In the classified docs case, Trump is accused of mishandling classified files. This case was already paused and could stay on hold while he's in office. And finally, the Georgia election case, where Trump is charged with trying to overturn Georgia's 2020 results. Presidential immunity may keep this trial from happening until his term is up.
He ain't going to jail, even when his term is up. Trump ain't nothing happening to Trump. That shit finna get dismissed. Let's go.
Donald J. Trump, the nation's 45th president, will be sworn in as the 47th president 75 days from now. Trump not only notched an overwhelming victory in the electoral vote, he is also on track to become the first Republican president to win the popular vote since George W. Bush in 2004. President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, who each endured pointed insults from Trump while running against him, both picked up the phone today to congratulate him. This is in stark contrast to Trump's refusal to accept the defeat to Biden in 2020 and his months-long campaign to block him from taking office. Biden will address the nation tomorrow. Well, Vice President Harris delivered her concession speech today at her alma mater, Howard University, telling supporters, "Hear me when I say the light of America's promise will always burn bright."
Well, they finna dim that shit out real quick. The light of America gonna burn bright, but
NBC News has learned that Justice Department officials are starting the process of figuring out how to wind down federal cases against Donald Trump. That's according to two people familiar. It's a huge question that we...
And this is why I titled this video, "What's Next for Trump and Kamala?" You're finding out what's next for Trump. Trump is about to get all his cases dismissed, or they're going to work out some sweet deal that he's going to walk away from all that. Just trust me on this. And what else is next for Trump? Oh, he is about to launch an investigation into the FBI, allegedly into all the prosecutors, judges, and corrupt officials in Washington. And he's about to move all the people from Washington to other spots in America because he is cracking down on the government being corrupt, allegedly. What's next for Kamala? She's preparing for 2028. And she's rallying up the troops for the agenda to take place in 2028 unless they can get him out the way before that.
We've had, in the few hours we've had to understand what might be the impact of this.
It's not a surprise that these cases can't go forward when Donald Trump takes office. What's interesting here is that the DOJ is moving to end them even before he takes office, citing the long-standing DOJ policy that sitting presidents can't be prosecuted. And there was some thought that maybe Special Counsel Jack Smith was going to sprint through the finish line, was going to work up until the last day, force Trump to fire him, wait till a new attorney general was appointed. But that does not appear to be the thinking inside the department.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all, how do y'all feel about Trump he's not going to get prosecuted for this? So do you think he is? Let me know in the chat.
Ever since Donald Trump rode down the golden escalator in Trump Tower in 2015, he has upended political norms.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
After defeating Hillary Clinton in the 2016 presidential election, his first term was marked by dramatic moments and policies often announced on social media. In 2020...
Salute to Kimco's show for that 20-piece McNugget. Thank you so much. We had $179, y'all. We are $21 away from 200 bucks. Can we get $21 on the screen? Thank you, Kimco. Salute.
During an unprecedented COVID pandemic, he was defeated by Joe Biden, but wouldn't concede, encouraging his supporters to march to the Capitol on January 6.
If you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
For his critics, this was the end for Donald Trump. But for his supporters, it was the beginning of the next chapter. Following the attack on the Capitol, the House of Representatives impeached Trump for a second time. By November of 2022, he set the stage for a rematch with President Biden.
Salute to Kimco Show for that other 20-piece. Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate you. $40. Salute. I appreciate you.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
But as he geared up for the 2024 race, he was hit by several different indictments. Among them, a case involving hush money payments to a porn star. Trump denied any wrongdoing, but was found guilty of 34 felonies, becoming the first president in American history to be criminally convicted.
They trying to get rid of your boy Trump, man. What's going on, Trump? It's all good, Trump. We got you, man.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
Despite the legal troubles, Trump defeated his Republican rivals to clinch the GOP nomination again. 4 months later, he survived the first of 2 assassination attempts at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Every day I will strive to honor the trust you have placed in me, and I will never, ever let you down. We will press forward, and together we will win, win, win.
He pressed on, even after Vice President Kamala Harris replaced President Biden on the Democratic ticket, with Trump stressing the economy and immigration as his key issues. And last night, he had this message for his supporters.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond.
Salute to Donald Trump, y'all. Salute to Donald Trump, man. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Is this country not ready for a woman to become president?
I don't know. The evidence would suggest it isn't. But also, when you look at the way that's got it. When
get it together, my boy. Get it together.
Gail asked her first question. That's kind of what I'm wrestling with, which is that it's hard to pull apart all the different reasons people voted for the way they did, and you don't want to make that kind of charge when somebody made a voting decision that had nothing to do with gender.
Yeah.
But going back to your original point, when people said policy over person, when you take the policies and strip them of the candidates who supported them, polls overwhelmingly showed that Kamala Harris's policies were more popular. So it is, people say that. They also say things like negative ads don't work. I don't listen to them. They work. So it's very difficult, and I'm really hesitant to make snap judgments about exactly what happened at this moment. Yeah. But the question of whether America is ready for a woman and how people process a woman in a position of leadership and power, that is absolutely a part of the mix.
As a reporter, I believe you should always take into consideration questions about gender, identity, race, and how these issues and others background factor into people's decision when it comes to political decisions and votes. But we should remember that Vice President Kamala Harris was elected Vice President of the United States in 2020. The country has shown an openness to having a woman serve as Vice President of the United States. There's certainly an openness in America to female leadership. They have not broken through that glass ceiling. But they have shown an openness.
So do y'all think, chat, do you guys think that that America is ready for a female president? Let me know in the chat. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think America is ready for a female president? Or do you think that they just were not ready for her to be president? What is going on? Is America ready? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Let's continue.
His election to the presidency will effectively allow him to completely evade any criminal responsibility for any of these cases, federal and state.
And in Georgia, the election interference case?
So that case has some issues.
The case here in New York,
the hush money case here in New York. I mean, look, it's scheduled. The sentencing is scheduled in less than 3 weeks. 34 felony counts he's been convicted of already. The judge in that case is a real pragmatist, Juan Merchan. He has delayed the sentencing. There is a pending motion since that SCOTUS decision to impart broad presidential immunity. It doesn't have so many implications for this case because these actions weren't done while he was in office. But there is a motion pending to throw that entire case out because of the immunity decision as well. So we'll see what happens. No chance he's going to serve prison time prior to taking office. I don't see him serving prison time at all, quite frankly. Remember, it's not specifically necessary in this case for the sentencing. We'll see. You know, the judge is in a difficult position if he kicks out sentencing until, you know, who knows how long.
Can Donald Trump pardon himself?
Scholars are split on that issue, but it's really
a non-issue. I've heard both.
Yeah, they go either way. It's never been done before. Look, just like Donald Trump in a lot of issues, we are in completely uncharted legal territory, so it's up in the air.
Yeah, he can pardon himself. Just to let y'all know, he can. She's saying, "Oh, it's never been done before." It's not. It's a non-issue because he's not going to have to. But if need be, if they was to convict Trump, he could just pardon himself, just to let y'all know. We need 100 people to double tap that screen to get these likes up. 100 people. We got 2,000 votes on the poll, and 90% of the people say Trump won. It's over. 10% think Kamala somehow could still pull this off. I need y'all to vote on that poll, and I need y'all to get the likes up, man.
It's a sign of how
we are 200 subscribers away from 163K. Let's get that support up. Subscribe to the channel, y'all.
It's a sign of how much the abortion issue mattered. In the first presidential election since the Supreme Court struck down the Roe versus Wade ruling guaranteeing a right to abortion. So abortion was on the ballot in 10 states yesterday. 7 of those measures were approved. 3 states said no thanks. This follows a series of victories in other elections when voters were asked if abortion should be legal in their states.
And this is a big topic for a lot of the women. And like I said, again, ladies, tell me, what are you losing? Can any woman tell me, what have you lost? We got $199 on the screen. We $1 away from 2 honey buns. Let's go, y'all.
CBS Mornings Plus. First time I got to say that. CBS Mornings Plus co-anchor Adriana Diaz. She's been covering this story and joins us at the table. Hey, we're in your hour, Adriana Diaz.
Technically, but we're all in all of our hours.
So 5 states had severe limits or had abortion bans going into Election Day. What happened to those measures?
What happened to it, ladies? What's going on, ladies? Tell me in the chat. Do you still feel like you lost something? Are you still feeling like you're losing some of your rights? What's going on, women? Talk to me in the chat.
So in the 5 states that had severe restrictions or bans going into these amendment votes, 2 of them expanded access. Those are Arizona, notably a battleground state, and also Missouri, or Missouri, depending on how you want to say it. 3
Salute Kimco Show for that 2-piece. Thank you.
3 states maintain their bans or their limitations, and they all have interesting stories. South Dakota is one. They ban abortion at all times of a pregnancy. No exception for rape, no exception for incest, only an exception to save a mother's life. And in South Dakota, it's a felony if you conduct an abortion, punishable up to 2 years in prison.
So look, you're not losing out on anything. It's not looking like. If you think you're losing your rights, drop the gems. If you're like, no, we're losing them. If you think that's bull, drop the caps if you're not losing nothing. Let me know in the chat.
You have to pay up to a $4,000 fine, potentially. Another state that upheld its ban is Nebraska. And that's interesting because it's the only state that actually had 2 dueling amendments. So there were 2 amendments on the ballot. One to expand abortion access past the 12 weeks that is currently legal up to viability. The other to ban abortion in the 2nd and 3rd trimesters with some exceptions. The one that got the most votes was the ban in the 2nd and 3rd trimesters. And then the last state that had severe bans or restrictions that upheld them is Florida, of course. They have that 6-week ban. They had an amendment that would expand abortion access to viability. What's interesting here is 57.1% of Floridians, a solid majority, voted for this amendment to expand abortion access. However, to change the Constitution in the state of Florida, you need 60%, so it did not hit that.
Yeah. So what are the results from yesterday due to the overall reproductive?
This is the part that a lot of the ladies were concerned about. Most ladies, I would say.
Due to the overall map on reproductive rights.
Well, particularly in the South, what it does is that it solidifies the restrictive nature of abortion access in the South. And so Florida, before Dobbs, used to be a place where women would go to seek abortion care. It used to be legal up to 24 weeks in Florida before Dobbs. After Dobbs, that went down to 6 to 15 weeks. And then now it's legal only up until 6 weeks. So
Only 6 weeks now. It's just legal up to 6 weeks. Kimco Show, you've been showing out. Why you just go ahead and get you a membership? Go green, Kimco Show. Salute to you.
So if you are in the Deep South, you now have to travel to places like Virginia and North Carolina. That's hundreds of miles, 1,000 miles if you're going from Miami to certain places in order to seek that care. And it just creates more barriers to getting that abortion care.
So what do we learn about from the exit polling on Americans' views on abortion?
Because this issue's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. It's probably going to be right back on the ballot in 2 years. And what the exit polling shows is that 66% of voters say that they think abortion should be legal. 31% think it should be illegal. So we have a very solid majority supporting abortion access. But what it shows is that people are willing to split their vote on this issue. There are 4 states that voted to expand abortion access through these amendments. Those states are Arizona, Nevada, Missouri, Montana, and those are all states that either went for or are leaning toward Trump.
Man,
All right, Adriana, we
so what
appreciate
y'all
you.
think
Thank
about
you so
that?
much.
What do y'all think about that? Okay, we get into the facts tonight. We don't cover fake news. We cover the real news.
Well, we know who the next president
We expose everything that needs to be exposed.
will be, but we don't know everything about the balance of power in Congress. Republicans are going to control the Senate in January after flipping seats in West Virginia, Ohio, and Montana. There are still 4 races left to be called, however, and they're also still counting votes in many of the House races, the other chamber of Congress.
What do y'all think? Who's going to get the House? Who's going to get the House, y'all? Republicans or Democrats? It's looking like Republicans, maybe. But tell me in the chat, what do y'all think is going on? What do y'all think is going on? Nurse Vaughn, thank you for that 5-piece. Says, hey, Poppy, salute Nurse Vaughn.
Republicans do have an advantage there. They're closer to winning a majority, which would be 218 seats or more. If they do it, it would give the GOP control of the White House and all of Congress. Scott McFarlane is here to show us what that could mean for the country. Scott, good morning. This is a little bit of Civics 101, understanding how our government works. We all need a refresher. Talk to us first, though, about the outstanding races.
All right, so this is what it means for Washington, what it means for the White House, what it means for everything. This is what's going on here, y'all. Y'all tap in and tell me what y'all think. As a matter of fact, we need 20 people to double tap that screen. Let's go, y'all. 20 people to double tap that screen so we can get the likes.
This is incredibly important. Start with the U.S. Senate. Yes, the die has been cast. Republicans have the majority, but every single seat means something. It's more leverage or less leverage for Donald Trump. As of now, we project 52 Republican seats. If that gets up closer to 54 or 55, he has more wiggle room on tough things, controversial bills, controversial confirmations to the court or to his cabinet. We are transfixed with the Pennsylvania Senate race. Will that make it 53 for Republicans, or will that give Democrats a bigger firewall? Pennsylvania, because Bob Casey is an institution.
It's a close race for the House, y'all. What is going up, y'all? They saying it's a toss-up. What do y'all think is going to happen?
In Pennsylvania. His father was the governor. He has done 3 terms. He is the son of Scranton. Look how close that margin is.
Wow.
Bob Casey has the votes remaining to get back on top. It's uniquely close. Everybody in Washington's watching that race.
So Bob Casey could still win.
Could still win.
Look, y'all, it's a close race. We don't know what's going to happen. Tell me in the chat, red or blue, what's going to happen, y'all?
Could still lose. This is one of those that's going to come down to the narrowest margins.
Yeah.
So the promises that Donald Trump has made on the campaign trail, there have been many of them, and one of his slogans is promises made, promises kept. But talk to us about what he'll need Congress's help to make reality and what he can do on his own.
He may have some controversial cabinet nominees. He has some names that are circulating that may not get through a 50-50 Senate. So let's put it there. He has a little more muscle. If he wants to do mass deportations, that takes people, that takes equipment, that takes money.
It's going to take a lot. He said mass deportation. He said everybody getting deported. Everybody going.
He's going to need appropriations.
We need 10 likes, y'all. Double tap that screen. 10 people.
Going to need lots of funding through this Congress to get it done. If he wants these tax cuts to be extended for people of different income brackets, that takes political muscle. But he has this green light now. He's looking at a highway with green light, green light, green light with both chambers of Congress and with a mandate with the popular vote. These things are available to him, but I'll tell you, Democrats recognize that. And Democrats have the Senate until January. And what Democrats may try to do is fill those vacant judgeships now. Get those done before January. And you know who did that before? Donald Trump. In 2020. Remember Judge Eileen Cannon?
Yes, very much so, yes.
Dismissed his Florida suit?
Yes.
He got her confirmed after he lost election.
Get the likes up, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. What are y'all thinking about that?
I remember that.
Wow.
Let's take a look at the Supreme Court and what could happen there under a Donald Trump presidency. You have two justices that could possibly be retiring, Alito and Clarence Thomas. What do you look?
This shit look evil as hell. I ain't gonna lie. What's going on?
How do you look at that picture?
There is this recent history of justices retiring when a president of the party that nominated them is back in the White House. He has the bandwidth of the next 2 years and guaranteed control of the U.S. Senate and Congress to get these confirmations done. That may expedite somebody's timetable.
Somebody said Gail nervous. Gail should be nervous. Gail needs to get her ass gone.
But it really makes a difference. 52 versus more than 52, because there have been two contrarian Republicans who have defied Trump before in the Senate. Lisa Murkowski in Alaska, Susan Collins in Maine. If he has 53 senators, they are deleveraged, and he has more capacity to do what he wants.
Both sides of the aisle have previously talked about getting rid of the filibuster. How likely is that to happen?
Mitch McConnell, the outgoing Senate Republican leader, yesterday said Democrats seem to like the filibuster again now, don't they? Because this is their firewall in the U.S. Senate. It still takes 60 votes to pass most legislation through the Senate. That'll be preserved for Democrats for the next 2 years. But my campaign sources say these House races, which are ending, start right back up again for 2026, and look for the all-star team of Democratic candidates to gear up for 2026, because traditionally the party does well. The out-of-power party does quite well in midterms.
All those green lights right now could be turning yellow in 2 years.
Quickly.
All right, Scott, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
What is going on in Washington?
People are already at work. As we mentioned, the Trump transition team will be headquartered here in West Palm Beach, and they are already at work. This team is being led by Linda McMahon, the former CEO of WWE Wrestling. She was also a member of Trump's administration last time, and also his friend, businessman Howard Lutnick, who has been traveling with the president. You'll also see some familiar names on this transition team. Trump's sons, Eric and Don Jr., are playing prominent roles here, along with Vice President-elect J.D. Vance and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They're basically presenting Trump with lots of recommendations for his cabinet and other administration positions. Trump will approach this very differently than he did in 2016. Remember, several prominent members of his own cabinet, of his own administration, had criticized his fitness for office, and Trump had disparaged many of the people that he hired. But here's the key point, guys. When Trump goes to Washington, he's going to have a Republican majority in the Senate. They are ready and willing to confirm his picks.
What y'all thinking, man? It's the Trump team is approaching, and they finna staff the fuck up. That's all I'm finna tell y'all. Trump finna staff up. Let's go.
Trump's going to have the White House and the Senate, which means that he's going to have essentially free reign to put potentially another justice or two on that Supreme Court, as well as other judges on the federal courts of appeals and the trial courts. So, yes, as you said, he actually turned the court to the right in a way no other Republican president has been able to do, and they have tried in a way that resulted in the overturning of Roe versus Wade. We saw those conservatives, those three conservatives that Trump appointed, vote to overturn Roe versus Wade, and now with this election he has yet another chance to keep that court a conservative court for a generation.
Two of those Supreme Court justices, Justice Thomas, Justice Alito, are in their mid-70s. The opportunity for the president-elect to put on two Supreme Court justices in his next term will have an effect on multiple generations. So what's on the docket? What do you see as consequential?
Well, I mean, there are a number of cases already this term involving guns, involving transgender rights, and whether states can ban medical treatment or medical transition care for minors who are experiencing gender dysphoria. But the bigger picture, Vlad, is exactly what you pointed out. It's not about this term. There's going to be important cases every term. This is about 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and 30 years from now. Trump really has the chance to set this court on a conservative course for the next 30 years.
Man. It's going to be going down. It's going to be
For the first time
down.
ever, Americans have elected a convicted felon president of the United States. Former President Donald
Trump. Y'all got to stop with this shit.
Trump, now President-elect Donald Trump.
The media is so scripted.
Is awaiting sentencing in a New York hush money case. He also faces federal and state charges in connection with alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. So what happens to those charges now? Let us ask CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi. Good to see you.
You too.
All right, so we just sort of ran through that laundry list. The president-elect has said he will fire the special counsel, Jack Smith, leading that federal investigation into the election interference case. What does that mean? Could the case simply be dismissed because he is now president of the United States?
Yeah.
We need 99 likes to get to 1,000. Let's go. Kimco Show said, I love the way Ratchet Gang moves with Ratchet. Stay supporting him. He's come a long way. Yeah, I come a long way with the support of these people, but I need my people behind me like Trump people behind him, and that's how we move. We move in a presidential like Trump over here. Ratchet Gang is going to make YouTube great again, just like Trump is going to make America great again.
I think the exact quote is within 2 minutes he will fire Jack Smith. So legally speaking, what would happen is he would come in, appoint a different attorney general who would then fire Jack Smith and direct that the cases be dismissed. Big picture here, though, Vlad, is that his election to the presidency will effectively allow him to completely evade any criminal responsibility for any of these cases, federal and state.
And in Georgia, the election interference case?
So that case has some issues.
The case here in New York?
The hush money case here in New York. I mean, look, it's scheduled. The sentencing is scheduled in less than 3 weeks, 34 felony counts he's been convicted of already. The judge in that case is a real pragmatist, Juan Merchan. He has delayed the sentencing. There is a pending motion since that SCOTUS decision to impart broad presidential immunity. It doesn't have so many implications for this case because these actions weren't done while he was in office, but there is a motion pending to throw that entire case out.
They are going to throw the entire case out. Let me tell y'all that the entire case is getting thrown out. And if it doesn't get thrown out, they're going to work out some sweet deal that we ain't got to worry about. Trust me and believe me, we ain't got to worry about it. Can I ask y'all a question? Why is it the life expectancy in America isn't the same anymore? Why is it? Why is the life expectancy out here not the same anymore? Why is so many people dying of young age, obesity, the diets are all fucked up? I'm going to tell you a big reason why I think, and it's a big reason why y'all should wake up. I'm going to ask y'all a question in the chat. I've asked this question on Discord before, and I know you're like, Ratchet, what does this have to do with this? Stay woke and listen to what I'm going to give to y'all real quick. Think about the city you live in, right? Okay, now think about the county you live in. Now think about the state you live in. Think about just everywhere around you. Just yourself, real quick. How many pieces of chicken do your city sell a day? And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Think about this. I'm finna explain it to y'all. Now, you got a KFC, Popeyes, you might got a Golden Chick, you might got a Chicken Express. I don't know what y'all got down there where you at. You got a even you got a Whataburger, you got a McDonald's, you got whatever. Just think about how many places. Or you got grocery stores that sell chicken, you got markets, you got everything around you that sells chicken, right? Every restaurant you can think of got some type of chicken. It might be an Indian restaurant. They've got some type of chicken in there. You got a Mexican restaurant, got some type of chicken there. Chinese restaurant, chicken. Everywhere, chicken, right? And not only just chicken, you got also the beef everywhere. All type of hamburgers you sell every day. McDonald's, how many hamburgers they sell a day? And I'm talking about your city. Now think about in the entire world, how many pieces of chicken are getting sold every day. Your city alone would be selling 10 million chickens a day, 7 million chickens a day. How many pieces of like a 10 million, 20 million, 30 million burgers a day? You got to think about this. There's lab created shit. Right? You got to be thinking about it. You got to be smarter to know there's no way in hell you got that. There's no way in hell my city got that many damn chickens, man. Somewhere, some way, we don't know what the fuck we consuming.
When it's the government that approves the poisons in our food, a few people get very, very rich, and the toxins end up in every supermarket aisle. Let me show you what I mean. Doritos, Cheez-Its, Cap'n Crunch, gummy bears. Everyone knows that these are junk.
We're going to end with a good message now. We're going to have a few good messages. We're not done. So, look, we just going to wake up over here all the way around the board.
Food. So maybe you wouldn't be using it to cover up the discoloration of low-quality foods that they wanted to pass off on unsuspecting customers. They didn't know back then that this yellow dye, tartrazine, causes tumors, asthma, developmental delays, neurological damage, ADD, ADHD, hormone disruption, gene damage, anxiety, depression, intestinal injuries.
Did y'all know any of this stuff? Drop the gems if you were aware of this. Drop the eyeballs if you waking up right now. Let me know in the chat.
Well, we know it now. We've known this for decades. That's why tartrazine is heavily restricted in other countries. In some countries, foods with tartrazine have a warning label that it may cause ADHD in children. Today, it's made from petroleum, not coal tar. Either way, it's crazy to add this to your kids' favorite foods. It doesn't even change the flavor. This yellow dye isn't just...
Look at all the stuff that's on here, and your kids eat this every day. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a victim of the Welch's fruit snacks that I love so much. Damn near addicted to those damn Welch's fruit snacks. But I've done some research on them, and man, I'm gonna have to. I hate to do this because that's like my guilty pleasure right there. Is Welch's fruit snacks. If you know me, you know that. If anybody knows me personally, they know I love Welch's fruit snacks. I eat them all the fucking time. But they fucking you up. Do your research on them. I have to cut those out of my diet, man, and it sucks. But I gotta get rid of those. You see Cheez-Its over there, Captain Crunch, it's a lot of stuff. Do your research on all this stuff, y'all.
It's in junk food. It's in the foods that we consider healthy. It's in everyday kids snacks like popcorn, mac and cheese, fruit snacks. It's in sports drinks like Gatorade and so-called vitamin water. It's even added to chicken broth, to corn, to pickles, to mustard, and to yogurt. And so, of course, our kids get sick. And we lovingly feed them chewable vitamins, which have, surprise, tartrazine. And so the cycle continues until the coughs and asthma kick in, at which point you go to pick up some cough syrup. And yeah, you guessed it, tartrazine. I've been picking on tartrazine today, but that's just one of at least 100 chemical poisons that our health agencies allow into our children's food. I can make a video just like this to talk about Red 40, BHA.
What are y'all thinking about this? Listen to all this stuff. What are y'all thinking about this?
BHD, potassium bromate. Learn more easily. We'd lose weight. We'd have more energy. We'd have fewer tumors and longer lives. It's not all dark. Over the past 16 years, the government has banned 8 chemical additives that cause cancer.
We need 50 people to double tap that live the screen. Double tap the screen to get the likes up. Everybody, double tap that screen. Let's get to it. That's Trump, but he's trying to save the kids. I know y'all are like, what does this message have to do with Trump? Everything. Did y'all not just hear all the poisonous stuff that's in all this stuff, and Trump is about to help take all this stuff out of the foods? Did y'all know that? See, y'all ain't woke. That's the point. Y'all just want to criticize the man and not doing your research. You ain't heard old girl say nothing about that. She ain't going to expose that. You think she finna go against these? No, she's not going to do that. He's going to do that. Big Trump. Let's continue.
You realize what this actually means? The Trump victory? I'm going to show you something that I don't see anybody talking about. Trump won by a landslide. This is much bigger than us. There's a spiritual awakening happening right now. And Christ Jesus told us about this timeline. Yeshua, Jesus Christ, told us a man with a pitcher is coming. And if you are actually paying attention and you take the middle ground, you pull yourself to a 30,000-foot overview, you would realize that this is the greatest awakening that we've ever experienced in our living history. Trump wins by a landslide, and we all know that RFK is teaming up with him to bring and make America healthy again. He's sitting with Tucker Carlson last night, and I'm going to let you listen to what he said, and I'm going to break down my interpretation of what is happening. This is much bigger than us, family. Check this out.
It causes...
And that's who you just were watching. You do understand. I hope y'all are waking up and understand what I'm showing y'all, man. Wake up, guys.
Arthritis, and it causes the deterioration of bones, bone fractures, and it causes thyroid injuries. It also calcifies the pineal gland of the human brain, which is the part of our brain that actually creates our spiritual feelings. And so it's just from the...
Are you guys aware of the pineal gland? Anybody aware of that? Drop the gems if you are. Drop the eyeballs if you're learning and you're waking up. If you know about the pineal gland, drop the eyeballs if you don't know about it. Drop the gems if you're well aware of it. Let's go.
Yeah. I want you to comment right here what he's talking about. What calcifies the pineal gland? And would you have ever thought, guys, I got written up in corporate America or talked to by HR for talking about the pineal gland. When I was an executive banker, I was talking to my team about the pineal gland. I'll never forget this the rest of my life. I was at one of my bank branches and I get a call from my upper management and I can tell there's somebody else on the call. So I go walk in and I'm listening. They said, hey, listen, do you talk about the pineal gland? I said, yes, I do. They said, are you a doctor? No. Why would you be talking about the pineal gland to your team? Because it's a very, very powerful part of our brain. When the eyes shut down, the pineal gland's activated. If your eye be single, your body fills with light. It's the seat of the soul. And so why wouldn't I be talking to my team about the pineal gland and how to decalcify it so they can awaken and be higher consciousness, have more unconditional love, gratitude, better success? But they told me, don't talk about it. And now here we are years later, and RFK just said that he wants to work to decalcify.
Someone said, I'm out. Everybody throw up the peace signs and we don't care. We woke over here. It's a spiritual awakening and we going to be a part of it. And this platform is going to be a part of the spiritual awakening and exposing everything. I don't care if you leave. Goodbye. Have a good life. We don't care. Take care.
Fire a pineal gland in the presidency. This is a spiritual battle, guys. This is much bigger than us. Everything is changing. Your financial system, the religious structure, the way people see God. This is a great awakening of mankind. And thank you to Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Christ Jesus, Buddha.
You see, when this gets brought up, people don't want to hear this. They're against Trump, but Trump is telling you he's with Jesus. Someone speaks Jesus into that woman and she says, you're in the wrong spot. And y'all stood with that shit. That's the fucking problem. And excuse my language, but that's the problem. Nobody believes in Jesus or God no more. And when you talk about it, it'll get uncomfortable. Oh, I gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm done with this platform. I can't talk about that. Good. Goodbye. I'll risk my whole platform to speak Jesus into people. I don't care. We're gonna wake you up. Because he, at the end of everything, if you're not right with God, if you don't accept Jesus Christ, it's a wrap. And good luck for the rest of the journey. But my journey is going to continue. And I know that there's a temporary spot and there's something that you could go 1 billion times, 1 trillion times, 1 zillion, and you still going to be there. Count those years up. 1,000,000 years from now, you still going to be in that spot. 10 billion years from now, you'll still be in that spot. 100 gazillion, bazillion, just making up shit, years from now, you still going to be in that spot. You better wake the fuck up before you be in eternal bullshit for the rest of your eternity. I don't care. We're going to wake up on this platform. Goodbye.
All the greatest people who came before us, all the great people who became before us, all the great spiritual teachers. Thank you. Thank you for guiding us to this moment in time where it doesn't matter if you're left or right. It's a time for humanity to awaken, to open up their mind and awareness to the possibilities for them as a human being, to expand consciousness and stop repeating it. So yes, Trump won in a landslide victory last night. Congratulations. I was for RFK, so I'm excited that Trump won. But it doesn't change my activities and behaviors. I'm still doing the same thing every day. And if Kamala won, God bless her. If she won, I would still do the same thing every day. It doesn't stop me from doing my workouts in the morning, or he or she isn't going to make me work out in the morning. He or she isn't going to make me meditate or pray. He or she isn't going to work my companies and do the things that I need to do to protect my family and my ecosystem. This battle is not against anybody. It's against your own consciousness. This is the greatest time in human history to free yourself financially, spiritually, and mentally. It's time to get your shit together. Your team won now, or your team lost. Now what are you going to do? What activities, behaviors are you going to do? But I'll tell you what, I never thought that somebody would be working in the presidency would be talking about the pineal gland and decalcifying it. Jesus died at 33 years old. You have 33 vertebrae. There's an oil that goes up and down your spine called Christos. When it hits the vagus nerve that looks like a cross, Jesus was crucified on a cross. It dies for about 2.5 days, and that oil resurrects and goes back down your spine. The more you tap in and tune into this beautiful process within your body, the more your pineal gland awakens, the seat to your soul, and as Jacob said he saw God face to face, he called it pineal. Jesus died at 33. The vertebrae has 33. Jesus died on a cross. The vagus nerve is where the oil dies on a cross. He was crucified on a mountain called Golgotha, which is translated the mountain of the skull. Jesus Christ, Christ Jesus, was a Gnostic redeemer who walked on this earth and died for our sins to teach us a very powerful process.
Someone said this is such crap. Y'all, the demon, they're waking up in here. Go ahead. They said you're waking up their inner demons, their inner devil. Go ahead. Let it all out. Let it all out in the chat. We don't care. If you're not woke, we don't care. You can dip. This ain't the platform for you. If you are on this side of the fence, if you are with God, if you are with Jesus, double tap that screen. I'm gonna say it. I don't care to say it. I don't care that people don't like that I say it. I don't care. I know who I am and I know exactly where I'm going. I hope you know where you headed.
That I believe RFK is going to wake us up to.
We do need 50 people to double tap that screen. Let's go.
No hoops you have to jump through. God loves you right where you are. Christ loves you. Jesus loves you. Yeshua loves you right where you are. It's time for humanity to come together to wake up to what we really are. Children of the Most High. I love you. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys. Remember, I will never proactively DM you. Huge warning. Those are all scammers. I will not comment. I will not DM you proactively. I'll never ask about your portfolio, and I do not invest people's cryptocurrency. Those are scammers. Be very careful. What I have for you in my profile, you click the link.
Man, so this dude, he was woke. I like the message. Matter of fact, I love the message. I'm a supporter of his message. And I think that was very dope for him to do. Like, a lot of people risk their platforms to speak about that because no one wants to hear you talk about that. Let's just call a spade a spade. Nobody wants to hear you talk about God or Jesus. You heard what Kamala said. She said, "Hey, you in the wrong spot." Just like people, like, they thinking like we in the wrong spot over here. Like, hell no, I don't know what they got going on. But I do know we like 150 subscribers away from 163K. So if you do support the platform, if you are rocking with the message over here, and if you are woke, if you are a part of the spiritual awakening, please support the channel by liking the video, double tapping the screen. Please support the channel by subscribing to the channel. You can get this content every single night. So, like I said, on this side of the fence, we woke. We don't know what y'all got going on over there. We don't even care. We gonna keep moving on this side, man. We don't care what y'all got going on. But how are y'all feeling about the content, man? Do you rock with the content? Let me know in the chat, man, how y'all feeling about the deep dive we're doing on this presidential election. This is something we've never done over here. We've talked about it, but we've never just dug all the way into it. You know what I'm saying? We've been speaking about the election here and there. We've done a deep dive on Kamala. We talked about Trump. Matter of fact, everybody over here knew I was a Trump supporter before. If you been around, you already knew I was a Trump supporter years ago. You knew I was a Trump supporter 4 years ago. Damn near 4 years ago. It'll be January be 4 years. 3.5, almost 4 years ago, you knew I was a Trump supporter. This ain't nothing new. So if you're just now waking up to the fact that Ratchet is a Trump supporter, then I think you're in the wrong spot. You probably don't even listen to my channel like that. So hey, it is what it is. You're probably not even a supporter of RatchetTV. So let's just keep that a big buck. Tone Bot. They say another great show, King. Thank you so much. The content is so awesome. God bless you. The content, I think you meant, is so awesome. Thank you. I can say this. I've always said Jesus, God. I was taught that it's different when you've actually seen it or felt it and glad and had him answer you. There is no feeling like it. I pray everyone gets the experience. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Salute, salute. They said first time listener. I'm subscribed now. Thank you, Michael Clickner. I appreciate you. If you are a first time listener, let me know in the chat. If you a first time listener, raise your hands. If this your first time on my platform, raise your hand in the chat. Let me know, man. Make sure you all support the channel too. They said Tamika, wow, really trained this right. Amen. Thank you. Excuse me. Crystal Hatfield says, amen. Thank you. Salute to you, Crystal. Michael Clickner, salute to you. Raise your hand so I can shout you out. Cat Cruz, salute to you. Channel 14, salute to you. Raise your hands if you are new to this channel. Jody Steffen, salute to you. They say, we can't get mad at your opinion. Salute, Lincoln. Yeah, raise your hand in here so I can shout you out if you're new to the channel. If you're new, you just got here during the Trump situation or whatever, just let me know in the chat. I'm going to shout you out tonight. Loving everything you've said. Salute, Jody Stevens. I appreciate you. Yes, I've known you're a supporter of Trump. I still decided to stay. We can agree to disagree. It's all love still. You know I love you, lady. Now it's all good. I ain't mad at you for rocking how you rock. It's all love. Spirit rise up, knock down the evil nonsense, rebuke the negative problems, and spread the truth of Jesus Christ. Amen. Hallelujah. Build up your relationship with Jesus Christ. Salute to you, my boy. Salute Andy Miller. $40. My arms are huge. Salute to you. I always come here and get the facts. Salute Kim Ko Show. They said, and what do you think happens when you research his tactics? Whose tactics? They said, what does the pineal gland have to do with Satan? Cat Cruz says, I was able to sub since Fulio. Salute. Oh, I've been sub since Fulio. Salute to you. One Man Gang Entertainment. It says, I've been here for a while. Salute to Christian Stampley. Stay blessed up. Wait, Ratchet, no more backpacks? Oh, yeah, hell yeah. We do backpacks every night. You damn right they getting their ass packed up around here. Yeah, another show. Salute. Yeah, this is another great show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, y'all. Make sure. All right, so salute, man. We Diamond, stop. Let's see. It says, I love your support for Trump and your vids, bro. Salute to you, Justin. How you say that? Garrick? Justin Garrick? I hope I didn't butcher that. They said Big Ratchet always keeps it real, and I love that about him. Salute to you. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you support the channel, man. As far as what we're doing tomorrow, we're gonna be back tomorrow night. I don't know what we'll cover. We'll cover something. Probably we'll stick to this. I don't know what we'll be covering. Maybe Diddy. Maybe I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I have no idea. We're gonna wake up tomorrow and do this all over again. I probably will stick to this. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do y'all want to hear about tomorrow night? Tell me in the chat. Tell me right now. Tell me something. Let me know how y'all feeling about tomorrow night. It's Friday night. What are we going to do? I don't know, man. We're going to do something and we got to do it big. So salute to the gang. Salute to the gang. Salute to the mother effing gang. This your boy Big Ratchet. We need 30 people to double tap that screen. If you about to dip out of here, double tap the screen on your way in or out the live. We almost got to 1,000 likes on this video, so let's go. I said Diddy is a good subject, very interesting. Yeah, I've did a deep dive on Diddy. I've been covering Diddy for a long ass time. I'm here because you do support Trump. Salute, Ellie. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I said, I'm new. Salute, Big Sexy. You ain't new. I'm finna say salute, Big Sexy. Salute, Big, you ain't new. I said, good content. Thank you, Skyview Club. Love you, Ratchet. Great show. Salute, Sweetamore. Love you right back. We could talk about Jeffrey Dahmer. Channel 14 says, shh. That'd be I like talking about the murder mysteries and stuff like that and all that good stuff. It said Dirk updates, Young Thug. Thank you. I'm calling it now. Justin Geerk says, I know I'm butchering your name. Heard about what the international impact of Trump's elect. They said Night Ratchet. Salute Binky, good night. Whatever you bring to the table, it's always good. Salute, Sick with it. It says salute King, great show. Thank you for the 20p Sick with it. Salute, salute, salute. Great show, bro. I'm new here and like your stuff. Salute. Salute, salute. Somebody said baby mamas. I don't know what you talking about. Ain't none of your baby mamas in here. You ain't got nothing in here for you. Got $226 on the screen. Thank you for all the love and support, man. This Trump situation has turned this channel up like crazy, man. We've been going crazy on the Trump content. I ain't mad at it at all. And I'm glad because, I mean, I'm a freaking Trump supporter, proud Trump supporter, and I don't care who knows about it. I really don't speak politics, and so this is something new for me because I really don't talk religion or politics with people. But earlier this year, I did cover religion on here, and I broke down what, you know, the boundaries of this platform, because you don't cross over into those realms for me. Politics and religion are something that I tend to not talk about and express my opinions on, because you might not agree with me and it might change the way you look at me or I look at you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but I think this is important that you do speak about both. And you got to find a tasteful way to do it without arguing with people, without coming off as I'm pushing my opinions on you or pushing my thoughts off on you. So hopefully I don't come off like that, because I really am not trying to steer people away from Kamala or Biden, and I'm not trying to do that at all. I'm just speaking my opinion. I'm just going off what I'm looking at and what I see. And this is just how I feel. If you support anybody on that side, if you blue, I'm not tripping on you. That's cool. I respect everybody's opinion, and everybody got the free will to do whatever they want to do, man. I cannot control no one's thoughts. So let's keep that a buck. Salute to Sick With It for gifting those 5 memberships. Black got a membership. Crystal, Butterfly, Kisses, Loyalty, Netta Rivera. Salute to all y'all for getting those memberships. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5. Okay. Salute y'all. Salute for those memberships. Sick With It. Thank you so much. And salute to all the supporters we got over here, man. All the new supporters, man. I do appreciate all y'all. I want to say that I do appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. So what I do and what I am going to ask y'all, imagine if everyone sent $1 to Ratchet. Hey, that's a challenge for anybody who's still in here. If y'all rocking with me, at least send your boy $1. Super Chat or Cash App. $1. If you rocking with me, $1. See who does it. Anyway, just $1. It ain't going to kill you. Oh, I just got 20 of them. She got enough for 20 people. Salute, Big Ratchet. When are you going to finish the track you played earlier in the show? I got you next week sometime. I got some shit I got to do this weekend, and I got like 3 new songs that's already in the works. I already started on a couple of them. I just have not had time to finish them because this stuff keeps me busy. I ain't got no water left in there. This shit keeps me busy, y'all. So I got a couple new tracks we're going to work on here pretty soon. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. I said I want that too. Thank you, Rach. So what I'm going to ask y'all to do is after this show, salute y'all. I love y'all. I love all y'all. After the show, I want everybody to get into the comment section. Let me know, again, what do y'all would like to cover? Do y'all want to stick with this? You want to go another direction? What do y'all want to do on the platform moving forward? How do y'all feel about all this stuff? I want y'all to get into the comment section and be active. I like when y'all get into the comment section after the live. So make sure y'all do that. Salute to Karma Girl. Karma Girl took the challenge and she sent the $1. Salute to Karma Girl. Thank you. We love you, Rash. I love you right back, Tamika Hicks. Salute to Trina. She sent the $2. Thank you, Trina. Salute to V Will for sending $5. That's your 3rd super on the live stream. Thank you, V Will. Salute, salute, salute. And that was a 5th super for Trina living my best life. Thank you for the 2-piece. Veronica sent me $1 on Cash App. Salute, Veronica. Nurse Vaughn sent me $2. Salute to Nurse Vaughn. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. There we go. See, Ratchet Gang take on these challenges. We also got 25 likes to go till we get to 1,000. I really don't want to end this without getting those 1,000 likes, man. Come on, y'all. Double tap that screen for your boy if you rocking with me. If not, it's all good. I'll get them. I ain't doing no tripping. Salute to Channel 14 for the 2-piece. Thank you so much. That is your 1st super on the live stream. Thank you, Channel 14. Salute, salute, salute. She said, imagine if everyone sent me $1. I didn't got 21, 23, 28, 30, 32, 34, and then a bunch of memberships. Salute for that gifted membership, Miss Twinkle. Felicia Raquel. Hey, Vasilis, get up from under my desk, man. Salute to Miss Twinkle for that gifted membership, to Felicia Raquel. Salute to Chance for that 5-piece. Salute, salute, salute. TT Diva for that 5-piece. Salute, TT Diva. Yeah, y'all light up that screen before we get up out of here. We need that screen lit up. We need that screen lit up, y'all. Where we at? We got $270, man. We 30 away from 3 honey buns. We 30 away from 3 honey buns. Salute to all my people up in this mug. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all be showing out every night. I love it. Kimco Show says. Salute, Kimco Show. I'm RG4L. Salute, Karma Girl. And I do want to give out some more moderator wrenches. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do those for my green members for $20 for the rest of... For my green members that have been here for a while, $20 for the rest of this month. That'll get you a moderator wrench, $20. Anybody throw me up a 20, or if you already threw me up a 20 and you want a wrench, just get in touch with me on Instagram and throw up $1 or something and just say wrench. If you're a moderator, if you're a green member, only green members. If you're not a green member, it's $50. I'm gonna be real with y'all. But salute. We need 20 likes. Double tap that screen. Say night, y'all. God bless. Good night. Salute to you. They say have a good night, Ratchet. I appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all come back after the show and get into that comment section. We about to get up out of here in just a minute. They say right, y'all. Night, y'all. God bless. Have a good night. Good night, everybody who's leaving. Salute, salute, salute. We about to get up out of here and go on Discord. Your boy got shit to do tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Say Cat Cruz says good night, y'all. God bless. God bless you as well. Salute. Hopefully this message resonates in some people. If not, It's all good, man. We still love you either way. We not doing no tripping. Salute to Maryland for that 1 piece on Cash App. Thank you, Maryland. I appreciate you. Salute, salute, salute. Y'all been showing out for your boy Big Ratchet. I ain't mad at that at all. So let's see. I said, yes, sir. We'll be following you closely because you are 100. Thank you, Cat. I appreciate you, Cat Cruz. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, RatchetTV. My Instagram and my TikTok are both right there. I got the same name on both. So just hit me up on Instagram or TikTok. Make sure you follow your boy. Salute to you, Cat. I appreciate you. Everybody, make sure y'all following me on all my platforms, man. All platforms. All right, well, what's your Cash App? It's $RatchetTV. The R is capital and the first T is capital. So capital RATCHET and then capital TV. I said the first T, the second T, my bad. Ratchet, the R is capital, and TV, the T is capital. That's my Cash App. $RatchetTV. All right. We still need 20 likes to get to 1,000, but it's all good. We'll get it after the show. It's all good. What's up from Florida? Salute to Florida. Salute, salute, salute. I know I got a lot of fan base in Florida. Salute to y'all though, man. I appreciate all the love and support. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm finna get ready to get the hell up off here. I ain't jamming no music. We just finna get up off here. It's already a late night. I've been on here over 3 hours. So yeah, we finna go ahead and close this one out. Salute to the gang, man. I do love each and every one of y'all. And I do want to say this before we get up out of here. Protect yourselves. Everybody protect yourselves. Protect the kids. Protect your family. Open up that third eye. Open up that third eye. Understand what's real. Understand what's not real. And understand there's a lot of evil in this world and we're going to expose it all. And evil didn't prevail this time. You thought somebody was evil, but that person is for you. Trust me. You thought he was evil, but he's for you. A lot of people owe Donald Trump an apology too as well. And I'm going to be real. But it's all good. You don't got to apologize. Just live life and get closer to God. So I do want to tell everybody, open up your third eye, get closer to God, accept Jesus into your life, and all will be okay. Everything will be all right. Do y'all agree with that message? If so, it's time to drop the demon emojis. It's time to drop the purple hearts. It's time to drop the flowers. It's time to drop the goat emojis. It's time to throw the flowers for yourself. The flowers are for you. Give yourself some flowers because I couldn't do this and we couldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. So salute to everybody in this chat. Throw up them American flags if you want to make America great again. And I do want to say, God bless America. We finna get ready to get the hell up off of here. Salute to everybody in the chat. I love each and every one of y'all. That's Ratchet Gang. Hold on, my bad. It's your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV, the hottest channel on YouTube. Salute to everybody. Hold on, who was that that just sent me a Cash App? Damn, I just got a couple Cash Apps. Hold on, my bad. I got a couple Cash Apps before I get up off here. Salute to Valerie for that 5 piece on Cash App. Said, why you treat me so bad? Who the hell is Valerie? I don't have no idea who you are. Said, why you treat me so bad, King? I have no idea who you are, but thank you for the 5 piece. Salute to Andy for that 20 piece on Cash App. Salute to Marilyn for that 1 piece. Salute to Brock for that 5 piece and Veronica for that 1 piece. I appreciate y'all. Salute, salute, salute. Somebody said, why you treat me so bad? I don't even know who the hell you are, but hey, salute to you. I ain't mad at you. I don't know why I treated you bad, but so let's tap in, bro. Salute, Andy. I appreciate you. Tap in with me on Instagram or TikTok. Those are my Instagram, my TikTok. We finna get up out of here, y'all. I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. It's your boy Big Ratchet. Oop, my bad. It's your boy Big Ratchet, y'all. I love y'all, man. Salute. We up out of here, gang. I'm out. Tone Bite. We out.